Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for our daily watch along. It is time to watch NXT Roadblock. And since I'm on screen, you know what time it is. It is time for the Wrassing Show. Welcome to the Wrassing Show, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, we meet again after our daily Wrestling WWE 2K22 live game stream. We are here with our live watch along for NXT 2.0, and tonight's NXT 2.0 is actually a very special one. You can see my penthouse is ready, you can see the whole background, the everything is ready because we're ready. Roadblock is tonight, and Roadblock is supposed to be a really good one, a very good episode of NXT, something that we're all looking forward to, especially I am looking forward to, because I've got my favorite competitors. You've got Tommaso Ciampa, Bron Breakker, and Dolph Ziggler in a three-way dance. That's right, a triple threat match for the NXT Championship. That match is supposed to be the main event of the night tonight at Roadblock. I mean, anything can happen. You could have Dolph Ziggler winning this whole thing, a Raw superstar winning the NXT Championship. You could have Bron Breakker winning the whole thing. I mean, anything could happen. Dolph Ziggler, if you look at him, he's yet to pick a win over Bron Breakker, and it's debatable whether he should, because he's a main roster guy, but he's also a Triple Crown winner. So there wouldn't be a lot of shame in a guy who only debuted, 6 months ago, taking a loss to the show off, because I know Bron Breakker has all the momentum on his side, and he's crazy, and he cannot be stopped, but Dolph Ziggler is sort of a legend in his own books. So if Bron Breakker has to lose to somebody, it could be Dolph Ziggler, and there will be no shame in that. And good to see everybody in the comments here. Spider-Man X is here. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. There you go. Gary Brown is here. Good to see you, Gary. Hope you're doing well. NXT Roadblock is going to be live very, very soon. It's supposed to be a very stacked card. I don't care if people watch NXT or not. Tonight should be the night that they should tune in because we've got some tremendous matches lined up. Moons is here. Moons, hope you're doing well. Good to see you again. Hope you had a good lunch. I know you were having lunch at that time when we did the 2K22 live stream. Hope you're doing well, brother. There you go. I know it's you. You're awesome, brother. Good to see you. Johnny is here. AJ, I can't watch NXT tonight. I got 2K22. I'm finally home. That's awesome. That's awesome, Johnny. Congratulations on 2K22. Oh, hell yeah. Enjoy your game. And it's all right if you can't watch NXT 2.0 tonight. But you know what? You should tune in whenever you can because we've got an incredible matchups lined up tonight. You've got Tommaso Ciampa. We've got Imperium. We've got LA Knight. We've got Nikita Lyons on the show tonight, in action tonight, something we cannot miss out on. Spider-Man X, always good to see you. Renegade is here. I hope tonight will be as good as the past few nights. I hope so too, Renegade. I mean, wrestling has been at its very finest these past few nights. You look at Saturday, you got Impact Wrestling Sacrifice. Sunday, you had AEW Revolution. Monday, you had Raw. And it's been so good. Every single show has been so good. And tonight, we've got NXT, and that too, NXT Roadblock. So I'm expecting something huge, something good. I'm still waiting for the giveaway winners to be announced. I hope you win, brother. I hope you win. And with that being said, NXT 2.0 is actually going live right now. They're going live right now, guys. There you go, Renegade. Yes, I hope so too, brother. Good to see you. Even if I win the giveaway, I can't play because I don't have my. Oh, damn. I still hope that you win, brother. Chris is here. Oh, hell yeah, Chris. Good to see you. That's awesome. That's awesome, brother. Hey, gaming with TD content. Too sweet. Good to see you. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. Whoever that said, that quote has been displayed on NXT as it goes live. We see Tommaso Ciampa, we see Dolph Ziggler, and of course, we see Bron Breakker. These three men all want the NXT Championship. Who's going to win it? That we have to see. US boy, WWE fan is here. Good to see you. Hope you had a good day. I got NXT on record, eh? That's the way to do it. Perfect. Hello. Chris is here, ready for NXT. That's right, tonight is a roadblock. Hopefully, it does not block all the momentum that we've been on these past few days. I mean, wrestling has been at its very best. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, wrestling has been on fire. So hopefully, tonight's NXT roadblock is not a roadblock, to that momentum of professional wrestling. Hopefully that momentum keeps going because tonight we've indeed got a stacked lineup. Just played 2K22 all day today. That is awesome, Chris. How did you like the game? Let us know. I'm getting it soon. Perfect, perfect, Moons, perfect. I hope NXT is good. I'm not a great fan of NXT though. Thanks, AJ, for that. I'm here. Wow, you're here for me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tease. I'm honored that you chose to spend your Tuesday night with me. And speaking of something amazing, you've got Cora Jade making her way to the ring, and Cora Jade is somebody who just pops out. I've been watching her ever since NXT 2.0, underwent its a revamp, and Cora Jade just stands out from the rest. She just stands out. It's good to see her, with her personality, with her skateboard and everything. She just stands out. Does a good job. Impact was 9 out of 10. AEW, my first 10 out of 10. Raw was 8.5 out of 10. There you go, Renegade. For me, all the shows were 10 out of 10. Raw, I give it a 9 because there's room for improvement, but all of them were pretty damn good. Johnny says, I'm going to head into my GM. That's awesome. And speaking of my GM, my rise is going to be covered very extensively by myself on this channel. I'm going to be creating myself in my rise mode, and we're going to be rising up the ranks together. You guys are going to be witness of my career in my rise mode. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be great. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to create myself. I'm going to be showing you guys the whole creation process, how good or how bad it turns out. Let's see. And we've got the girl in the pajamas. I had no idea she could wrestle. All I knew was that she could sleep. All the time she's sleeping, but good to see her finally doing what she's actually hired to do. That is wrestle. Good to see that. There you go. Thank you for the love. Why is Wendy Chu wearing pajamas? Because she's sleeping all the time, Chris. I wouldn't be surprised if her gimmick is actually falling asleep in the middle of the match. It could be happening. That could be her gimmick. Let's see. Dakota Kai looks so good tonight. Oh, wow. I haven't caught a glimpse of Dakota Kai yet, but you know what? She looks good. I'm pretty sure she looks good, but it's a shame that she's got Wendy Chu as her partner. I don't think I'm going to be able to watch Roadblock tonight. Oh, man. It's all right. It's all right. You've got my commentary. Plus, you can watch it later, and I'm sure the show's going to be good, so... And look who's here. Did you hear the rumor about the butcher? Never mind, I shouldn't spread it. Jamie, yeah, you shouldn't spread it. Stop it. I have 2K22 on order and with awesome Renegade. Yeah, when you guys get 2K22, we all have to play together. The network doesn't air on my TV. I see. No problem. Later. This match should have been the finals or at least the main event because they should just started with the show with the title match. Yes, Chris, that's something that AEW is very good at, giving us the match, that we all have been talking about, been waiting for at the very beginning. So that's what AEW does very well. Oh my gosh, look at that! What is going on here? Mandy Rose and the girls are sitting there, Toxic Attraction, sitting in the very attractive lounge, or should I say toxic lounge, while the very handsome male butlers serve them drinks. Look at that. And speaking of that, Raquel shoves Cora Jade to the corner into Wendy Chu. Wendy Chu is in trouble. Yeah, you know what? It looks like she's already half asleep, showing up in pajamas, hair's not done properly. She should have only been backstage. I don't know why she's even here. Thank God for Dakota Kai tacks herself in, going against Cora Jade right now. And Dakota Kai and Cora Jade have very similar personalities, at least for me. When I look at the two, I get a very similar vibe from both of them. So it's interesting to see them both in the ring at the very same damn time. Let's see how it goes. Dakota Kai with the cover and Cora Jade kicks out. I see a future star in Cora Jade. I don't know about you guys. Let me know if you see a future star in Cora Jade, or if you see a future star in anybody else in the ring right now. Because Cora Jade, for me, I think automatically she's the next Paige. She could be the next big thing. The next Asia Lee, maybe. I have owned every WWE game except 2K20. Man, Renegade, you know what? High five. I'm the same boat. I never bought 2K20. It's such a bad game. And I shouldn't have bought Battlegrounds either, but I did, and I regretted it. I just played it once. That's it. And Cora Jade is in trouble right now with a quick tag. Wendy Chu once again in the ring with some big strikes to the throat of Cora Jade. Look at that. Quick tag again. Dakota Kai's in control. Wow. With the leg to her throat. I think Cora Jade is in desperate need to tag Raquel into the match. If not, she could very well be losing this match, risking a big loss here in this tournament. See what happens here. Cora Jade trying to be in defense here with a big punch to the abs of Dakota Kai, but Dakota Kai is still in control, twisting the arm of Cora Jade as we speak. Flamethrower Fluff Salisbury says Wendy shouldn't do the leg slap while wearing pajamas. Oh my gosh, this comment cracked me up. This is so good. Yeah, it wouldn't take a smarty pants to really understand that a leg slap with the pajamas is not gonna work. Yeah, Wendy she should understand, but maybe she's too sleepy to realize that. But yeah, she shouldn't be doing that while she's wearing pajamas. Maybe something like this would work, but not these thigh slaps. No, no way, no way. I see Tony D'Angelo as a future WWE NXT champion. Look at that. I see it too. I think Tony D'Angelo has star looking written all over himself, at least in NXT. I see a star in Raquel. Me too, man. But you know what? Her partner didn't end up too well. I don't know if Raquel's going to be in the next WWE for too long. Maybe she'll go all elite. Maybe she'll join Control Your Narrative. You have no idea. Let's see what happens. It's interesting. Let's see what happens. Wrestling Game with the Golden Streams. FC is here. Good to see you, FC. Welcome to the stream. We're watching NXT 2.0, and it's a special one tonight because tonight we're watching Roadblock. Stacked card. You don't want to miss out. If you're not watching NXT 2.0 right yet, you should definitely tune in. I like 2K18 and 19 myself. Both good games. Great games, Renegade. I agree. I like Dakota long pink hair. Me too, Chris. She's got them on point and she carries them well. So good on Dakota Kai. Thank you for the love. Thank you. Yep, there you go. I have some breaking news. Look at who's here. Bobby is here. Good to see you, Bobby. Oh, wow. A bit of a roll up there. You've got Chu trying to, cover Cora Jade. Cora Jade kicks out. Chu with a drop kick. Cora Jade out of the ring right now. Chu once again with a drop kick, and she's down. Good for Wendy Chu in control so far. You know what? It's cute, whatever she's wearing. It's cute she showed up in a sleeping outfit and pajamas. It's not going to work out. I hope she realizes that. Anyway, Bobby says, I have some breaking news. Matt Cardona is the new NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. He won the... That's crazy. Matt Cardona is the new NWA World Champion? That is insane, Bobby. That's crazy. Wow. Talk about a turn of events before Crockett Cup. That's awesome. Congratulations, Matt Cardona. Once again, Matt is unstoppable. This guy cannot be stopped. He's crazy. He'll go anywhere and he'll capture any title out there. And speaking of capturing stuff, there is nobody better than WWE when it comes to capturing the, sponsor money, capturing the advertisement money, because now we switch to advertisement. Oh, NXT or WWE, classic WWE. I want to play my Xbox so badly. Man, you know what? Patience bears sweet fruits. And when you have it, when you finally have your Xbox, your 2K22, the union of the three of you, your Xbox and your game is going to be so beautiful. And it's going to be worth all this wait. So I can't wait for you to get it. What match is happening? We're just seeing Raquel we just see the match between Cora Jade and Raquel versus Dakota Kai, and of course Wendy Chu, who has shown up in sleeping outfit in pajamas. Crazy stuff. A tag team match to kick off the show. I want to see Gunther tonight. Me too. And we've got very solid match card so far. Of course, we've got Tommaso Ciampa versus Bron Breakker versus Dolph Ziggler, which is for the NXT Championship. Moreover, we've got the Imperium, that is Fabian and Marcel versus the Creed brothers. This match is going to be for the NXT Tag Team Championship. So we've got two championship matches tonight. Then you've got LA Knight versus Grayson Waller in a last man standing match. This match is going to be a long one because if you know LA Knight, the man knows no quits. He will not quit. And you've got Grayson Waller, another one. He will not quit. So a last man standing match should be really, very good. I'm looking forward to it. Then, of course, you've got Nikita Lyons, who will be lashing out with Lash Legend. Lots to look forward to tonight. It's going to be a great show. I'm in for all of it. Dakota Kai having flashbacks of Raquel. That's right. That's right. Look at that. Tony D'Angelo reminds me of the Brooklyn Brawler. That's a very good comparison, Gary. I never thought of that, but now when you mentioned it, I think a light bulb just went off in my head. That is a crazy good comparison, Gary. Good stuff. Very cool. Very cool. There you go. Nick Aldis steps up against Matt Cardona. Nick Aldis is wrestling against Matt Cardona on March 20th, night 2 at the Crockett Cup. Bobby, that's awesome. And I'm a big fan of Nick Aldis. I think, he is the NWA guy. NWA wouldn't be NWA without him, and Nick Aldis wouldn't be Nick Aldis without NWA. Got a lot of respect for them. Got a lot of respect for everybody involved in Crockett Cup, because at the Crockett Cup, every single team would deserve to be there. And if you guys were wondering, I'm gonna be covering Crockett Cup from NWA as well. Gonna be doing it live. Gonna be doing a live watch along for it. So if you guys didn't already know, you better tune in. March 19th, March 20th. Crockett Cup, NWA. Don't miss out. Going to be two great events back to back, and I'm going to be covering them both live here at Wrestling News. Dale is here and says, should be a great card tonight on NXT 2.0. That's right, Dale. Roadblock. Roadblock. And since we've been talking about Roadblock, I've been said this before. I mean, professional wrestling has been on such a roll these past 3 days. Saturday with Sacrifice, Sunday with AEW Revolution, and Monday with Raw. Hopefully, I know we've got a roadblock tonight, but hopefully it won't be a roadblock to all the momentum of wrestling. And speaking of that, we're back from the commercial break. NXT 2.0 is back here right now, and we're seeing Cora Jade and Dakota Kai in the ring. Cora Jade has her, submission and position here. I'm not watching NXT only because I'm tired. I don't know, but I'm drained. But I'm gonna just copy everyone's pick. Oh, that's sweet, Eliaster. And I hope that you feel better, man. Get rested. We all need some rest. We all deserve some rest. So I hope that you feel better soon, brother. It's all right. Good to see you. Chris says that Kaya should see Alexa Bliss's therapy. Yeah, but you know what? For Alexa Bliss, I'm not sure if her therapy actually worked. Yeah, it's probably worked to some extent, but not fully. So that's interesting. There you go. I'm hyped to see Braun, Ciampa, and Ziggler. Me too, man. Me too. No, your English isn't bad. You're perfect, man. Don't worry about that. You're perfect. On point. And Cora Jade here versus Wendy Chu. Cora Jade has been here for way too long. We've seen so many tags between Wendy Chu and, of course, her partner. But Cora Jade has been here all this time, and she's been just so damn good. Look at that. Classic, vintage, CM Punk, knee to the face, in that corner. Once again, she goes and hits Wendy Chu. Wendy Chu shouldn't be here. Right now, she's probably seeing stars. She probably, wishes she was sleeping somewhere backstage, and that's what I wish too. Should have been backstage. She's awful. Cringe Bro is here. Okay, no, good to see you, Cringe FC. Perfect. The Briscoes are winning the Crockett Cup, as they should. They deserve to. But also, I've got my own friends. I've got, JTG, who's a brother to me. He's going to be in the Crockett Cup, too. Looking forward to it. Nikita Lyons is the future NXT Women's Champion. Yes, for sure, Bobby. I mean, you've got people tuning into NXT for Nikita. People who don't even watch NXT, who've never watched NXT, or, who gave up on NXT ever since it turned colorful. They are tuning into NXT now for Nikita. She's a future star, and I'm pretty sure she's going to stay in the WWE, and she's going to do great in the future. Thank you, Alistair. Thank you. You're so positive, dude. Thanks. No, Moons. It's you guys. You guys are positive. And before this match ends, let's get the predictions in, guys. Who's going to be winning? Is it going to be Raquel? Is it going to be the team of Raquel and Jade? Or is it going to be the team of Dakota Kai? Who is going to be winning? Get your predictions in. Let's see who's going to win. Surf Wrestling says, my prediction is CM Punk next week is Jeff Hardy. Oh my gosh, bro. You've got all goosebumps on my hands right now. All over me, goosebumps. That feud between CM Punk and Jeff Hardy, it just, you know what? I think my heart skipped a beat. If we get that feud, it's going to be crazy. Because, that feud that we saw in WWE was very, very real. Even after Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy left the company, they were still cutting promos. They were getting drunk in a bar. They were sending out videos on the internet. They were talking trash about CM Punk. That feud was very, very real. Yes, things are better now, but who knows? Who knows how real it'll get once again if they compete against each other. So we'll have to see. But if that feud actually happens, it's got to be big money feud, big money feud. On that note, CM Punk's also mentioned that he's okay with going after the world title. So let's see what happens. Dakota Kai was going for a big boot to Raquel, but Raquel, just like a baby, picks her up and gets her down and goes for slams her down hard. Raquel just too strong, overpowers Dakota in no time. Dakota trying to turn the tables around. With a big boot to the face of Raquel. And Wendy Chu ties herself in. She's going for the high risk maneuver. Oh, look at that. And Dakota also going for a high risk here. A big big stomp onto Dakota from the top, onto Raquel, I'm sorry. And with that being said, guys, the team of Wendy Chu has won the match. Dakota Kai and Wendy Chu have won the match. Dale, you got this wrong this time. There you go. You got it wrong, Chris. There you go. Moon's got it right. Dakota Kai got the win along with Wendy Chu. There you go, Renegade. I miss Jeff Hardy too, man. You guys got it all wrong this time. Look at that. I know the team looked like it was going to be Raquel and Jade, but what happened here was that these guys were taken away from the Toxic Attraction, who just couldn't stay in their Toxic Attraction booth. They had to get to the ring. They had to take matters into their own hand, get dirty, and that is why we got Jade. I'm sorry, we got Kai, and we've got Chu getting up the win. Look at that. Your prediction? I'm sorry. We've already been through this comment surf. I would love this feud to happen. But we've got Chris who says Dave Meltzer reports Hall of Fame inductions will be digital to cut down on time since Hall of Fame will be an hour. And I've been talking about it, Chris. I mentioned it. It is a bad idea to have the Hall of Fame on the very same night of SmackDown. You know what we get for an hour after SmackDown? We get damn dark matches. And you want to replace dark matches with the Hall of Fame? Is that how much respect you have for all these Hall of Famers who put their life, who put their bodies on the line throughout these years? Come on, give me a break. By the way, Tommaso Ciampa Backstage. That's what I'm saying. If you had to do a Hall of Fame induction, do it properly. Have the entire event for the Hall of Famers, not just dark event or event after SmackDown in the very same arena with the very same crowd. That's not cool.
I can't quite put my finger on it. But to me, this match means more than the NXT title.
Tommaso Ciampa says this match, with triple threat match between Dolph, Breakker, and himself, means more to him than the NXT Championship.
But a win tonight not only means I'm the NXT champion, it means I walk into the biggest stage of them all, stand and deliver, as the main event. And that's something I've done before, and it is a ghost that I continue to chase because it is a feeling that I cannot describe. So tonight, Dolph Ziggler and Bron Breakker.
I tell you what, I'm getting a lot of CM Punk vibes from this guy. He says, you know what, this is a feeling I cannot describe. This is a goal that I've been chasing. He wants to main event the big one. He wants to main event the grandest stage of them all for the NXT stars out there. He wants to go there, and he wants to go there with the NXT Championship as the NXT Champion. Look at that. He's angry. He's ready to go. That's right. Kai finally got her revenge. And we've got Stu Bennett and Vic Joseph. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't think that Vic Joseph looks like the guy who should be calling wrestling actions. He looks like somebody off ABC Network or Fox Network who should be covering the news, not wrestling. No offense to Vic Joseph, but maybe, I don't know. Got mixed feelings about this guy. That's right, Chris. Kai has got her revenge. Wendy is literally my sister at 3 a.m. looking for snacks. That is hilarious. It's true, though. It's true. I thought that was Carmella for a second, but no, it's Tiffany. Probably on the phone with her sugar daddy or her daddy. I don't know, whoever. And she's walking down. I think she's going to make her way to the ring soon. We've got Tiffany and we've got... Wait a second. Wow. We've got the Creed brothers who've been attacked, who've been assaulted in the parking lot with steel pipes. We don't know who did it, but they have been assaulted. The Creed brothers were set to fight Imperium for the NXT Championship, the Tag Team Championship tonight. But right now it seems like they're out. They're down and they're out. They have been attacked. Who could it be behind all of this? We don't know. Of course, the Creed brother of the Diamond Mine actually checking on them right now along with the referees. We don't know who attacked them, but they have been assaulted in the parking lot. This is a developing situation. I believe you'll get to know more in the few minutes to come. There you go. Perfect, Alistair. Look at that score. Everybody keep a check on your scores. Let's see who's going to get the predictions right by the end of the night. I got a dream four-way tag team match. The Hardy Boys, Young Bucks, Red Dragon, Santina. Oh my God, Demon Joker. As I said, you guys book matches better than anybody else. This would be perfect. This would be perfect. There you go. Would be perfect. Alistair agrees. Too Sweet Pistol Pete is here. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Watching NXT right now seems to be a good show so far. The first match was actually pretty sweet. We saw the women's tag team. It was nice. Now we know that the Creed brothers have been assaulted. They're lying down and out in the parking lot. We don't know what's going to happen, but let's see. And Serverson says, my prediction is Impact Wrestling have a multiverse pay-per-view. I love that term, multiverse, and Impact Wrestling in the very same sentence, because that is what Impact Wrestling is all about. Impact Wrestling, Scott D'Amore of Impact Wrestling is basically the Doctor Strange of pro wrestling. He opens the multiverse like nobody else. Love it. So you predict that they'll have a multiverse pay-per-view for April 1st. I would love to see Sammy versus Trey McWell for the X2. Oh my gosh, look at that prediction. Going crazy, man. Again, giving me goosebumps tonight. I agree. That match would be amazing, would be a killer. Sammy versus Trey would just bring in the heat. Can you imagine, the kind of matches they can put together? We could see somebody like Moose, going up against their toughest. That would be great. Maybe Moose versus Keith Lee. That would be an amazing match, wouldn't it? I'll be all in for it. Rebel Vision is here. Hello, brother. Good to see you. Love that profile picture. Seth Rollins and Gargano with championships in their... Wow, that's awesome, man. Joker, that's easier for me because I'm tired. Oh, at least sure. Feel better, man. I can see why they did it after SmackDown, because Saturday and Sunday is Mania. That's right, Chris. I agree. But you know what? Maybe move it to some other night. But that's what happens when you have a two-night Mania. That's what happens when you get greedy. That's why keep WrestleMania as a one-night event. I think we'll be fine with WrestleMania being one-night event and getting the Hall of Fame their own show, their own night. Come on. We used to have a one-night Mania, Chris, even when we had, NXT's own pay-per-view and stuff like that. So come on. I know they can do better. They certainly can. Chris Statlander, pick another victory today against Kelsey Regan. There you go. Perfect, Bobby. Beautiful stuff. Chris Bros attacked. That's right. Creed Bros has been attacked. Who could it be behind the assault? Could it be Imperium? Could it be some other tag team? That we have to yet to be seen. I love your outfit. It looks so drippy. There you go. All about the drip. I bring the drip in, and I've been bringing the drip before Seth Rollins became a drip king. There you go. But I try to match my outfit with the show that we do. NXT is a colorful show. That's why I got in here with the black and the pink. The past 2 days have been bad. I want to win, but no one to open up to. Moons, it's a family here, man. And that's why we all get here together to talk about what we talk about that we all love, and that is wrestling. But don't worry, man, as long as we're together and we're enjoying each other's company while watching wrestling, while playing some games, it's all good. I hope you feel better, brother. Demon Joker says, I could see Dolph Ziggler winning the NXT Championship. That's a big one. And, there is no shame. I mean, you talk about Bron Breakker's, streak coming to an end. I think there'd be no shame in him losing to Dolph Ziggler, since Dolph Ziggler is a legend in his own rights, right? So if there is somebody that Bron Breakker could feel safe dropping his title to, it is Dolph Ziggler. And again, in a triple threat, Bron Breakker does not have to get pinned to lose his championship. So if they really want to take the title off him for some time, this is the way to do it. And speaking of, way to do it, look at Tiffany. Look at her. The way she makes her entrance is pure glamour. Look at her, so glamorous. What do you guys think about Tiffany Stratton? Do you think she's good? Do you think she's overrated? Do you think that she's trying too hard to get over? What do you think about her? I know lots of men got eyes on her, or she thinks they've got eyes on her. Her dad's got an eye on her. I don't know what's going on with her and her sugar daddy. But yeah, Tiffany Stratton definitely brings a TV-14 vibe to a very PG product. That is the WWE. And she's facing Fallon Henley. And the way they keep the names for these performance talents, the enhancement talents, it's very funny. I'll tell you about it. It's gonna be another story for another day, but it's funny as hell. Moon, sorry you're having, yeah, that's right, Moon. So I hope you feel better, brother. I don't like how Stand and Deliver is the same night as, exactly, right? It's very messy. It's very messy. Give each show their own day to shine. It's not that hard. Let's get Jacob Fatu versus Keith Lee versus Moose. That is crazy. That's crazy. Look at that. The match is underway right now. Tiffany Stratton in control already, trying to overpower the enhancement talent. Look at that. Lifts her up to her shoulders, but no, gets taken down. Big kick to the face. Okay. You know what's interesting? When the WWE's own commentators talk about something else but the match, when the match is going on. So right now they're talking about Stone Cold when Tiffany literally is out here doing what she does best, really standing out, you know. And we've got a comment here from Chris who says that Tiffany should team up with Nikita Lyons. I see where you're coming from here, you know. I mean, Nikita Lyons has got the X factor. She's not only good in the ring, but she's also very appealing to the fans, you know, visually. So I get what you're saying. Very attractive young lady, and so is Tiffany. But Nikita can actually wrestle well. Can Tiffany wrestle well? That we'll have to see. But get your predictions in, guys. Who do you think is going to be winning this thing? Is going to be Tiffany? Is going to be her opponent? Let me know. And so far, from what I can read here, Tiffany. Everybody says Tiffany. Look at that. That's right. Stone Cold looking like a little long in the tooth though. Yep, for sure. And Tiffany going for it again, but no, counter. Tiffany down. She's taking this hard, guys. I thought this could be a squash match, but it's far from being a squash match. Look at that. Tiffany takes the elbow like a champion. Wow. Trying to reverse that. Trying to be in control of this match. Lifts her opponent up. And on her shoulders. And down she goes. Look at that. Tiffany really stands out because, you know, she just brings in a very, very TV-14 vibe here to this product. And Eliaster says that 1 for 1, which means the match is already over, which means I am running on tape delay. Looks like it. And Chris says it's going to be Tiffany and Nikita Lyons, the Beautiful People 2.0. That's very interesting that he said it, Chris. You know, you'll get to know why I said in a few days. But it's interesting that you bring up the Beautiful People. You'll get to know in a few days why I said this. AJ, who do you see inducting Vader? Now I've got a question. Is it going to be digital? Is it not going to be digital? That's what we have to see. And yes, Dale, that is another upset. Tiffany takes the loss. You know, I thought that she was an enhancement talent, this lady, and I thought Tiffany was definitely winning this one. It would be a squash match. But no, she takes the loss. And she's in the ring. She's crying. You know, she's not happy. Look at that. She is not happy. Tiffany takes the loss badly. Saray, that's Saray. How did I miss it? She is Saray, right? I totally missed her. Okay, so Saray defeats Tiffany just like that, 1, 2, and 3, and she takes her first loss. Not first, but that's bad. That's bad. I don't know what Tiffany's gonna be doing now. Is she gonna call her sugar daddy? Is she gonna cry to him? Is she gonna complain? I mean, I don't know. That's right, Saray heel turn, it seems. And what else do we have here? Let's take a look at the comments that I missed from earlier. Chris says, yes, but Dolph winning the title, knowing him, he'd be a crybaby and relinquish the title. Just like when he won the U.S. Championship and gave it up in 2016 when he was upset about his booking. A crybaby Dolph Ziggler. Yeah, that's interesting. Speaking of that, Chase University right now backstage.
Kevin, you just standing there. Jared, you
wow.
like a dumbass. I knew I should have put Megan in.
He's training his people. He's telling them how to make an entrance, how to open the signs, you know, how to play with the ball or whatever. He's training his people. Look at that.
And the one beacon of light last week was Bodie Hayward.
Forget about Harvard University. You know, if you want to go to some university, it has to be Chase University. That is the university you want to go to. This is it, guys. Harvard is no longer the elite school. It is Chase University all the way. Wow, Jade Cargill versus Chris Statlander for the TBS. Wow. Jade versus Chris. That is good. That sounds good. Definitely sounds good. And Too Sweet Pistol Pete says she hot in terms of Tiffany. He says she's hot. Yes, she is, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Did Tiffany take somebody else's gimmick? Probably, but I still think it's a breath of fresh air in this day and age, right? We don't see gimmicks like that too often, so it's good to see her. That's right, they are trying to make her like Tori Wilson, but they're going over the top with the whole sugar daddy thing. I don't know. At first, I felt like that's a bit uncomfortable, but then I thought, you know what? I like it because it's something new. I mean, not new, but at least in this era, it's something new, and I welcome that. You want to talk about the crazy high flyer match, Finn Balor versus Laredo Kid at Impact Wrestling? Oh my gosh. Impact Wrestling Multiverse should be trending on Twitter because of how real that is. That's true. Impact Wrestling and Multiverse, these words, these terms just fit together very, very well. And that's right, Demon, Stone Cold Steve Austin, oh hell yeah, has accepted the match. It's not, I don't know if it's a match. I think it's okay to say that he's accepted to be on the KO show at WrestleMania. I know they are saying that he's accepted the challenge, but it's only supposed to be an appearance. If you're booking it as a segment on the KO show, then it's an appearance. Then he accepts the invitation. He doesn't accept the challenge. I don't know how is it a challenge. We'll see what happens. Tiffany gives me Maurice vibes back in the day, and she would win class matches, then going up to the top as champion. Maurice is such a warrior. I mean, she came in, she didn't know English. When Miz first met Maurice, Maurice did not know English. She had really bad grammar, couldn't pronounce stuff. She had a very thick French accent, was basically only speaking French. So she is such a warrior. Not only did she make it to the industry, but she made it, through all the odds, not knowing English, learning English, climbing up the ladder, being everybody's favorite, earning everybody's respect, marrying the Miz, making it on her own. Maurice is awesome. Good for her. I got a lot of respect for Maurice. I think Bron Breakker will retain the triple threat and probably keep hold of his championship beyond Stand and Deliver. Renegade has a good point as well, but again, it's a triple threat. Anything goes, anything can happen. Triple threat is a whole nother animal. We'll see how it all goes down. And Surf Wrestling says, AJ, my prediction, Bron Breakker loses the belt. Look at that, polar opposites. We just saw Renegade saying that he's going to be winning it, retaining it, and Surf says he's going to lose it. That's interesting. And join SmackDown roster to build some wins in the next year, beating Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Wow, that's interesting, Surf. Now, let's not forget, Bron Breakker came in only about 6 months ago. You have guys like Tommaso Ciampa, who have been on NXT for years. So do you think it would be okay for Bron Breakker to make his main roster debut before Ciampa? Do you think that would be acceptable and okay? I honestly think that it shouldn't happen because it's disrespectful towards Ciampa. But let's see. Let's see. I also think that NXT 2.0 isn't going to be as enjoyable without Bron Breakker. I mean, look at Bron Breakker. He's a walking, talking piece of marketing when it comes to NXT 2.0. He's colorful, he's powerful, he's ready to go, he's super energetic, he's young. He's basically NXT 2.0, the face of the brand. Even look at his singlet. He wears all colorful, singlet, and that's just a pure representation of NXT 2.0. So I think it's probably not going to happen. Has anything interesting happened yet? Well, we got a pretty decent tag team match, a women's tag team match to open the show, and must I say, we have seen 2 matches so far on NXT Roadblock. Both of them have been women's matches. Kudos to the women because today is International Women's Day, and what a way to kick it off with women in NXT. Awesome stuff. Happy International Women's Day to everybody watching this right now. If you have, a woman in your life who you absolutely love, let it be your mother, let it be your girlfriend, your sister, give them a hug and let them know that you appreciate them, you admire them, and you love them, and they're very, very special because today is International Women's Day. All right, and AJ says, there you go, I read that comment. Surf, that's very interesting. I hope that it happens, though. I mean, I would love to see Bron Breakker on the main roster, so it would be interesting. But again, I probably don't see it happening because of how soon it would be. He just made his debut on NXT. So within 6 months, a main roster debut, probably not likely in my books, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. Who is this goofy college dude? Chris, that's hilarious. He is the founder, the owner, the head of Chase University. So, he's got the most chased after universities in all of professional wrestling, the Chase University. My prediction is we will see Chris Statlander. Yes, I saw that comment earlier. Yeah, I agree with the prediction, man. Jade Cargill versus Chris would be an awesome match. Awesome for sure. All right, quick coffee break. What is there? Yep, gotcha. I'm training to be a pro wrestler, Demon Joker. I cannot wait for the day when I'll be sitting here, I'll be calling the action, I'll be telling everybody that the guy you see there, Demon Joker, you know what? He used to be in the comments earlier. He used to be a supporter of the channel. He's still a supporter of the channel. My friend, Demon Joker, is there killing it on NXT or AEW or Impact Wrestling or any other independent shows out there. That's awesome, man. Chase your dreams, make them come true. I'm pretty sure you will. Good luck for your journey, brother. Bobby says it's a 1 out of 1. Everybody keep track of your respective predictions because I want to see at the end of the night who gets the most predictions right. Jade kissing Tay was weird. I get it. I get it. Totally get it. Back. There you go. Welcome back. Wendy Chu gives me TikTok cringe vibes. She does. But in a good way. Oh, okay. Was there definitely something special in Wendy, the way she's going right now, future champion against Heath Bailey? Look, I definitely think that she is special. That's the reason she's why on the show. But again, is she going to be able to make it on the main roster with that kind of gimmick? Would it work? That's going to be something interesting. By the way, this is a very elaborate barbershop segment. Very elaborate. I did not think it was going to be as long as it actually ended up being. And, we got a ladder match at Stand and Deliver for the North American Championship. We've got Carmelo Hayes, who's the champion, is the only person who has been announced for the match so far. So a ladder match, a 5-person ladder match, should be good. Let's see who's going to be in it. And who is this lady? Lashing out with Lash Legend. Look at that. Look at that.
Now, tonight's guest says she want to talk about it.
Nikita Lyons time. She's gonna be here.
Lyons.
Yeah, look at Nikita Lyons. How can you not love this lady? I know a lot of people are gonna fall for her.
Your journey was pretty amazing. I mean, your dad was a rock star and your mom was a groupie. Was she following your dad around, or was she everybody's groupie?
Wow.
My mom is a free spirit. She taught me to accept people for who they are and not be so judgmental towards everyone.
You may have everyone else here convinced, but I'm not buying it. And now you think you're all hot because you trend every time you're on NXT? You know exactly why you're trending worldwide.
I really appreciate it.
Wow, they're really throwing some shades out there. That's right. They're throwing some shade out there. Lash Legend says that you're trending because you know why you're trending worldwide. Referencing to her outfit, to her looks. Look at that. That's wow. Man, there's sky is the limit for Nikita Lyons. If she's able to keep up with her attitude and she's able to hang around backstage and doesn't rub the people the wrong way, I think Nikita Lyons is going to be the next big star on this show. And even in WWE as a whole, I think she's going to kill it. It's going to be awesome. And True says Bruce Pritchard wrote this segment. I agree. Very, very thick. Very thick, Chris. Yeah.
Mackenzie, we would never take the honor of this great sport.
And Imperium is being questioned if they were behind the attack of the Creed brothers in the parking lot. And they said, no, of course not. Of course not.
Before we actually got our hands on them. Listen, the Creed brothers can talk about their heritage and their pedigree all they want. But that didn't protect them from getting attacked in the parking lot, did it?
Yeah, but they're saying that, you know what? They're heartbroken that somebody else got their hands on the Creed brothers because before they could do themselves. But they seem pretty happy about it.
Look, if the Creeds can't go, you best leave and ready to take that spot.
Look at that. MSK is here.
And take back our NXT Tag Team Championships.
Wow.
And when the Creeds are ready, we'll give them the opportunity that y'all denied.
MSK say that, you know what? Creed brothers cannot compete tonight, but let it be us. Let it be MSK versus Imperium tonight. And LA Knight is coming out, and this is the match that I've been looking forward to the most. We've got LA Knight and Grayson Waller in a last man standing match. I'm looking forward to this one. And you got all the picks ready already. Chris says he picks LA Knight. Renegade, polar opposites. Renegade says it's going to be Waller. LA Knight says Eliaster. There you go. LA Knight time, baby. There you go. There you go. AQA and Ruby Soho today tag team against Diamante and Emmy on AEW Dark. Man, that's awesome. You make me want to tune into Dark every week now. Bobby, you're awesome. Did the Rascals say Creed cannot wrestle? Yes, they did say it. The Creed brothers cannot wrestle, and they want a match against Imperium tonight. So let's see if that happens. But what we know for sure is up next is LA Knight versus Grayson Waller. Get your picks in. Let me know who do you think is going to be winning this whole damn thing, because I think it's going to be LA Knight's night to shine. My pick personally is LA Knight. There you go. A lot of people here saying LA Knight. Surf says it. True says it. Gary says, I thought LA Knight was getting called up to the main roster. I thought so too. And I thought that, this, oh, by the way, 2K22 commercial. I thought that Royal Rumble was going to change everything, and we would see Tommaso Ciampa go up to the main roster. We'd see LA Knight and all these people. But Royal Rumble was a total mess. It was such a missed opportunity. Instead of getting called up, we saw people like Shane McMahon get out of the WWE. It was so weird. That was a whole weird pay-per-view for sure. Have you played as MGK yet on 2K22? MGK will actually be available as a DLC later on. Not available yet, but he will be available later as a DLC. And when he is, you better believe I'm going to kick his arse with Kevin Owens. I'm definitely going to be doing that. And that's the only reason I'm so looking forward to MGK on the WWE. Looking forward to it. He's so skinny indeed. Asia, why you keep hiding Veer Mahan? That's right, Surf Wrestling. Sorry about that. He's the pride of the nation, pride of the country. I can't let America just take away our pride. That is Veer Mahan. That's why I'm not letting him go from the country. Never will. He's never going up. He's never showing up in America on NXT. No way. No way. No way. I pick LA Knight, says Dale. Everybody says LA Knight. That's right. He's not out yet. Thank you, Alistair. LA Knight, LA Knight, LA Knight. Everybody says LA Knight, and I agree. LA Knight, I've heard rumors, I've heard talks that he could be the next DLC. Once again, guys, this 2K22 game is a to make it or a break it, because apparently their contract with WWE expires now, and if this game sells well, the contract will be renewed, and they will be asked to make more games for the WWE. If not, they're going to end their deal with 2K, and we're going to be seeing a whole new developer take on the WWE games. Now, I don't know how to feel about that, because every time a new developer takes on the game, they start from scratch, and, it goes all the process, all the learning curve, because wrestling is such a unique animal. It's not like any other sporting game. There's a lot of drama, there's a lot of action. You have to really understand wrestling to get it right and to produce it in a video game. So I don't know if I'd be okay with 2K just giving up now and, giving it to somebody else. Definitely, because I think that 2K is headed in the right direction now. But if they give up and a new developer steps in, we're seeing another 3 or 4 years of botched video games for sure. So let's see how it happens. Do you see Johnny Gargano in AEW or NWA? I think I see him in AEW. I do think so. I think so. What about you guys? Where do you see him? You could also tell people the former PWA champion is a former PWA champion. And wow. Okay, that's awesome. Too Sweet Pistol Pete never fails to surprise. That is awesome. Man, that's great. And you know what, guys? With that being said, I must say that so many legends on here, and I want you all on my podcast. I want you all on my podcast, which is Open Mic Wrestling, a podcast which is by the fans, for the fans. So what you can do is you can go to WrestlingNews.com. The link is in the comments. Go to WrestlingNews.com and sign up to be on the podcast. Find the link where it says Open Mic Wrestling, get on there and register to be on the podcast. When I get your entries, also mention your YouTube name there, so I know it's you when I see your submission. And when I do, I'm going to get in touch with you, and we're going to arrange an interview together on the Open Mic Wrestling. The way it works is that it's a podcast by the fans, for the fans, and there'll be an entire episode featuring just you and your love for pro wrestling. So get on there. We're taking entries now to be a guest on the podcast. I see Gargano and NWA. There you go, Chris. There you go. I agree. There are a few people who should have been on the game, but they're not, unfortunately. Nyla Rose wrestled against Sky Blue, and Nyla Rose beat Sky Blue on AEW Dark. There you go, Bobby. And NXT 2.0 selling some merch. I'd pick up that Toxic Attraction shirt any day. Who wouldn't want to wear that out in public, right? AJ, what's your opinion on Swerve signing with AEW? Swerve is great. He's a very down-to-earth guy. You know, I've been friends with Swerve for a bit. I've known him for a bit. And it's good to see him finally get that shine. He's a very modest, humble guy. And I think he'd fit right in AEW. And look at that. The party is going on backstage. Saray is happy. Saray is asking the boys, do you know who did that to the Creed brothers?
I know it was. What's this one I'm talking about? Which one?
With all due respect, boys, y'all turned that parking lot out there into the most dangerous place on earth, and it ain't happening again to us. Escucha, when we attack, everyone knows how.
This faction is pure money. Such a money faction. Big money faction indeed.
Three brothers beat y'all in the first round of the Dusty Cup?
Look, I know it was your plan. Yeah, I've been studying on you. I know your resume.
Whoa, don't go accusing me.
Look at that.
Because you can't get laid.
Whoa, she says, don't go accusing me because you can't get laid. You know, NXT is trying to go all TV-14 with their show. That's awesome. That's interesting.
Did you guys do it?
Nah, I'm still working. She ain't talking about that. What the hell?
Awesome, Chris. That's awesome.
You know us. We wouldn't attack.
I don't get it, though. I mean, I don't understand. Is it a PG product? Is it a TV-14 product? Why are we flirting with TV-14? If you want to make NXT, TV-14, let's go all the way in. Let's do it, brother. But they're flirting in the middle somewhere, which is interesting. That's awesome, Chris. Surf Wrestling says Johnny Gargano in AEW, not NWA. There you go. Surf Wrestling backing me up. And LA Knight is not going to waste any time with the entrances. He goes after Grayson Waller as he was making his entrance. LA Knight grabs him, picks him up, and I think he's going to slam him down hard on the railing. There you go, on the barricade. Chest first into the barricade. LA Knight with a big punch to the face once again. Grabs him by the head, and again slams his head down hard on the ring apron. A trash can. He's trying to draw something out from the end of the ring. He gets a trash can. He's hold of a trash can right now. And as he was lifting up the trash can to hit Grayson Waller with a big kick to the guts of LA Knight. There you go. LA Knight is seeing stars right now as we speak. Yes, that is him. That's right. Gargano wants to be on TV, not Underground Wrestling Promotion Show. I think so too. He wants to be on TV. I believe so. Santos needs to be champion. He's pure money. He's a money, yeah, for sure. He'd be great as champion. I think it's a slow build for Santos, but when he's up there, he's gonna be unbeatable. And I'm okay with the slow build because you know what? They tried to rush Andrade on the main roster. It didn't work out. So let's build him slowly. Let's keep the faction alive because the faction is beautiful together. Let's keep it going. And I think these guys are money. It's a money team for sure. AJ, you should interview. Okay, I'm gonna write this down, brother. I'm gonna be reaching out to a few people today, and that's gonna be one on my list. Thank you, Bobby. Whoa, LA is attacking Grayson. That's right. Got right after him. Now really going after the kicks. Look at the kicks. One after the other. Grayson Waller not able to defend himself. Really, LA not going in with all the offense. Grayson Waller is shaken up. He don't know what he's doing. He's seeing stars for sure. With a big knee to the head of Waller. Waller is now down. Is he going to be able to answer the 10 count? Because this is a last man standing match. No pinfalls, no submissions, no disqualifications. All it takes is beating that 10 count of the referee. You have to stand up and you have to get your opponent down for the 10 count. Let's see who's going to be able to do it. But an LA Knight now is seeing stars. Grayson Waller quickly turns the tables around. Is he going to be able to capitalize? And yes, it seems like it. It seems like, and this guy, Grayson Waller, sees his opportunity to gain the upper hand and to stay on top here of LA Knight. AJ, would you like to see Grayson versus Austin and Austin Theory as tag team partners on Monday Night Raw? I'm trying to imagine that right now. I think it's going to be a nuclear tag team. I think both of them are big egos, and the big egos together are going to clash. They're not going to be able to keep up with each other. I think both Grayson Waller and Austin Theory know that they're good, and especially now that Austin Theory has got that endorsement from Vince McMahon, I think he's got too big of an ego to make a tag team with anybody. But that's my thing. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. LA Knight went out tried to beat that 10 count. He's down, but he's not out. He's still in the game. And Grayson Waller, Irish whip. No, there you go. LA Knight able to turn it around. Grayson, oh dear. What a great match so far. Grayson Waller jumps into the ring with a stunner. A big stunner from Grayson Waller to LA Knight. LA Knight is now down. The referee counting down to 10. AJ the Hex, Allison, and Marty Bell are doing great and as NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. I'm looking forward to watching them wrestling against Kenzie Page. That's awesome. Awesome, Bobby. Also writing these names down just for the record. Just so you know, I decided to watch NXT so you don't think, oh wow, Eliaster, you're awesome, man. Much love to you, brother. You're awesome. I was looking at your website. Can you interview Zeta Zhang? I actually have already interviewed Zeta Zhang, Chris. I did. You know the time when she was released from NXT? I got in touch with her the very same day that she was released. And I'm like, can we do an interview? And she said, yeah, let's do it. I did an interview with her when she was still serving her non-compete. It wasn't on Instagram. Unfortunately, couldn't record it, so it's not recorded. I don't have record of that interview, but I've already interviewed her. We'll try to do it again, but she is a different person now. I mean, it's hard to get an interview with her now because she is, she's changed. But I already have that done. Santos will be definitely better than Ciampa, better champ than Andrade for sure. I think so too. I feel like Santos is what Andrade always wanted to be, especially with the whole faction. I think that's what Andrade wanted to, present on the show, but it didn't happen. All he got was Zelina Vega, who wasn't fully into the whole thing. So unfortunately, it didn't work out. Yes, I agree. Angel Garza was good. They dropped the ball on him, sadly. I'm 7 foot tall in real life. That's why I want to be a pro wrestler. Demon Joker, that is awesome. That's awesome. 7 feet tall. I'm pretty sure you've got a big heart. You're a brave, strong man. So I think it's going to be great. Can't wait to see what you do, brother. I think Grayson will win because he has a bodyguard. So maybe the bodyguard, will distract LA and Grayson will do a quick pin. Speaking of the bodyguard, that's a very good pick, by the way, Cringe Bro. That makes sense. But speaking of the bodyguard, that bodyguard is actually Saurav. I mean, his previous ring name was Saurav. He used to be in the tag team with Veer Mahan on NXT, and that tag team, if it was still alive, if it was still a thing, that would be the tag team in all of WWE. I mean, they were powerful, powerhouses, strong. I don't think we've seen a tag team that dominant in years. On the main roster, they would have been unstoppable. But because of backstage politics, Saurav was for some time released from the WWE. Now he's back and he's serving as an Omos to Grayson Waller, which I don't understand why. It's the same thing that we saw with AJ Styles and Omos that we're seeing with Grayson Waller and Saurav now. So I still wish that Saurav was a tag team with Veer Mahan, but that ship has sailed and Saurav is a different man now. But let's see. But I agree, Cringe Bro. That's a very good pick. Could happen. Waller versus Theory would be an awesome match. I agree. I definitely can see Waller versus Theory in a tag team. I think both of them have got two big egos, very big egos. The intimate college atmosphere definitely helps NXT. Yeah, I agree. And this is one thing that people were complaining. They're like, no, it's too colorful. No, it's too cheesy. It's too teenage-ish. And you know what? That actually works out. Maybe NXT, the good old yellow and black, gold and black NXT got too serious for a lot of people, right? And again, I think NXT also became somewhat toxic in the WWE because you had guys like, first, Johnny Gargano, who were so comfortable being on NXT, they didn't want to move to the main roster. You had Finn Balor going back to NXT. You had people wanting to go back to NXT, and it was becoming a problem for the WWE. So they changed it up. They made it colorful. Whoever wanted to stay, stayed, and they're now doing good. I think people who were critical of NXT at the very beginning, NXT 2.0, have changed their opinion because this show has delivered, and it's proven that the show is good. And I enjoy it every single week. I enjoy NXT a whole lot. I do. And LA Knight is in control. He tries to pick up. Okay. I thought he was gonna slam Waller hard on the commentator's desk, but Waller, ahead of his game, he understands what LA Knight has in mind and turns it around, and he just gets LA Knight up and down. LA Knight now trying to beat that 10 count. Look at that. Alistair says, do you guys like the barricade on NXT? Because I don't. I've got mixed. I mean, everybody in the comments, let me know what you guys think about the barricade. But for me, I definitely feel like the barricades suit NXT. The barricades suit the whole vibe of NXT 2.0. So I think they're okay. But any other show, they wouldn't have worked. But I think NXT 2.0, these barricades work. I like them on this show. I think it just suits the whole vibe of it. And Matt is here. Look at that. Matt is here. Man, I was wondering where is Matt tonight, but good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are having a great, great day and evening now. So far, awesome. I'm happy to be home. Welcome back home, brother. Welcome back home. There you go. AJ, I don't see the watch-along schedule on the website. Are you doing Warrior or GCW on Saturday? That I'm going to be confirming, brother. And the website is going some maintenance right now. So the watch-along schedule will be up very soon, very shortly. They didn't want to go to the main roster because they didn't trust Vince. They trusted Paul, says True. Yeah, that's true. And you know what? I don't blame them for not trusting Vince because look at how it all ended up, right? It didn't work out very well for them. And LA Knight and Grayson Waller are on top right now. I think that's where the Toxic Attraction were sitting and were getting all their fine drinks while they were enjoying the show. And could we be seeing a very high-risk move here? Could we be seeing somebody throwing somebody off the top? I mean, this is like Miz and Shane McMahon all over again at WrestleMania. What could be happening here? LA Knight is in control once again, has Waller on the other side of the railing, and Waller falls down. And Waller falls down hard. Down he goes. Now, we don't know how hard he fell down because we don't know. We didn't see that side of the ring. So he definitely did fall down. Was there a cushioning? Was there a padding? What was there on that side of the thing? We don't know that. But he did fall down, so that's good. That's good. Waller was trying to give Ed Knight the shocker, right? He was. He was. Oh my gosh, look who's here. Look who's here. Cringeberg called it. Look who's here. Sorrow is here. Looking dapper in that suit. He gives him a choke slam on that apron. Sorrow is angry. Look at that mustache. So angry. And speaking of that, Waller is in the ring now. He's got handcuffs with him. He's got handcuffs. Boons, welcome back. Crazy stuff happening right now. Sorrow comes to the aid of Waller. So Sorrow is basically the Omos to Waller right now. And Waller comes out with a pair of handcuffs. I think the plan is to handcuff LA Knight so he cannot get up and he cannot beat the 10 count. What is happening here? Oh my gosh. LA Knight turns it around, quickly able to turn it around, and he handcuffs Sorrow. He handcuffed Sorrow so Sorrow cannot go anymore. He's handcuffed him to the ring post. So Sorrow cannot be, interfering in this match anymore. It's only LA Knight and Grayson Waller, and that's it. Nobody else. It's only these two left in the dance. They have to hang around, and one of them is going to come out on the top. LA Knight has got this whole damn thing in control right now, and Waller realizes that. Are we going to see, oh my gosh, a neck breaker, big neck breaker right there. Bobby says, I have some breaking news. Mickey James and Chelsea Green, Cassie Lee, and Jessie McKay versus Madison Rayne. Wow, already sounds really good. And Tennille Dashwood and Tasha Steelz and Savannah Evans tomorrow on Impact Wrestling. Beautiful stuff, man. Beautiful stuff. Loving it. Loving it. Last man standing, LA Knight versus Waller. Thank you, Alistair, for that. I see Tommaso getting beat and going up to the main roster full-time after Mania. I hope so too, and I hope he's treated well. I hope they don't try him and, use him as a merchandise selling machine and actually treat him for the good wrestler that he is. What is going on here? Wow. So Waller goes crashing down onto the table. The table actually breaks. We've seen it on Dynamite. We've seen it on all these AEW shows. Even Revolution, the table never breaks. The tables never break in AEW. But thankfully, NXT, they just use the right kind of tables, and the table actually broke. Waller is down. Is he going to be able to beat the 10 count, though? He did. He did. Waller beat the 10 count, and as soon as he did, he falls back down. I mean, That table spot has to take a toll on his body. I feel bad for Waller right now. I hope he's okay. Crazy stuff. Crazy. There we go. I am the table. LA Knight realizes that he's going to do more than that. He's going to cause a lot more damage to be able to get the job done. And Sarov, poor guy, isn't even trying right now. He's just sitting there. He's sad. He's helpless. He isn't even trying. I mean, he's a big guy. If I was him, I'd try with my kicks. I'd try with my legs. I'd try to help out Waller. But Sarov right now, he's just sitting there, a very sad boy. He knows he's handcuffed. He knows nothing can be done about it. So he's just sitting there chilling. Come on, Sarov. Be better than that. Try to make a way out. Come on, Sarov. What the hell? Not even trying with those legs right now. Oh my gosh. You can tell that Waller is hearing some music in his ears right now after that spot. He's been put in a trash can, and that trash can is being trashed with a damn steel chair. LA Knight has lost it. LA Knight is out of control. He knows that Sarov is, oh my gosh, Sarov here looking like a total joke. Come on, Sarov, are you not going to defend yourself? It's not like his legs have been handcuffed. He can still stand up. He can still sit down. He's taking all these steel chair shots onto his back. Sarov, use your damn legs. Try to kick LA Knight away. What the hell is he doing with those legs, you know? Bobby says Ace Austin versus Crazy Steve versus Joy Skyler at Impact Wrestling tomorrow. Impact Wrestling tomorrow. I mean, day after. Oh, you mean it's going to be... Oh, okay, see, it's going to be taped tomorrow. Gonna be interesting, Bobby. There you go. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I felt that too. I thought hardcore matches were banned. There you go. There we go. Not banned in Florida, it seems, right? Look at that. And LA Knight was about to put Waller through the table, but Waller somehow turns the tables around. Very ironic. What is that? Waller had something in the pocket of his bodyguard that he used to his advantage to turn the tables around. Waller climbing the top turnbuckle, and he puts LA Knight through the commentator's desk. His body hits LA Knight's body, both of them going through the table. LA Knight definitely took the most out of it. What a big dive from the top turnbuckle. Holy shit chants echoing across the performance center as the referee looks on and he starts counting down to 10. LA Knight's down, Waller's down, both of them exhausted. Who's going to be able to answer that 10 count? We'll have to see. I hate how they went through the crowd. It's unsafe. No one is wearing a mask. Chris, yeah, that's the harsh truth, man. I mean, nobody cares about that stuff anymore. It is sad, but it's true. I feel so bad for Grayson. Yep. I don't have to feel bad right now because look at him. I mean, look at that. There you go. A range of emotions in the comments from Cringe Bro. There you go. There you go. Wow. And with that being said, even though Sorrow was pretty useless in this entire match, he was still able to help Grayson Waller get up to his feet. With that being said, LA Knight has lost it. LA Knight has lost the match. And there you go. Eliastra says it 1 out of 2. This show has been unpredictable, to say the least. I mean, we saw Nikita Lyons picking up the loss, not Nikita Lyons, I'm sorry, Tiffany Stratton picking up the loss, which I saw, wasn't going to happen. Tiffany picked up the loss. LA Knight picked up the loss. Even after such a dominant performance, he picked up the damn loss. Look at that. Sarov, wasn't of any good in this match, but somehow he played a vital role. Good for him. AJ, which wrestlers from the indie scene do you want to see wrestle on an all-women's show at NWA Empower 2 this year? That's interesting. I think they've got all the good women on there already. You've got Natalia Markova. You've got, Paula Mayfield, who's already an NWA lady now. I mean, there are so many women out there who could still be there. I think Rita Von Star is a good name out there. This should definitely be there. Rita Von Star is amazing. Should check her out. You've got Zara Grace, another independent star, international independent star, who I think she's fantastic too. She should also be there. I don't know if they'll be able to go international though, but Zara Grace, check her out if you don't know her. She's pretty damn cool. There are a few independent stars who definitely deserve to shine. Rita Von Star would be my number one. Definitely should be there. Kelsey Heather is another one who is shining bright, who's looking good. Get her on there as well. Why not? Get her on there. There you go. Waller won. Renegade with the correct prediction. And Bron Breakker backstage talking to himself.
Because I love this business. When I think of this championship right here, I think about the number of days that I've held it.
Bron Breakker sitting down backstage in NXT talking to himself and basically trying to convince us that he loves this business, being in the business for about 6 months. He loves it more than Dolph Ziggler, who has been here for nearly 2 decades. Come on, Bron. Come on. You cannot compare your experience to the experience of Dolph Ziggler. I mean, the man has seen at the industry like nobody else. So, definitely not buying that. And look who's here. This is going to be a good match. You already know it. It's going to be a good one. They did. Moonstate did. I mean, Waller would put through the wooden table. He was put through the wooden table, and he was able to answer the 10 count after that. Then Waller put, LA Knight through the commentator's desk. It was a crazy match. Of course, LA Knight lost after being put through the commentator's desk. It was crazy. And now we have a women's Dusty Rope Classic match coming up. Look at that. It's going to be Io Shirai, Kaylee Ray versus Casey and Kaden Carter. Now, I don't know if you guys watched The American Ninja Warrior. Anybody here watches or used to watch American Ninja Warrior? Because I did. And while watching it one fine day, I saw Casey. And I thought that, you know what? Look at her. She's so athletic. She can go. She's got personality. And she's so good. And I thought if Casey was a WWE star, she'd be really good. And 2 or 3 years later, she actually made her WWE debut. And I was like, wow, crazy, right? But American Ninja Warrior, if you haven't checked her performance out on that show, you should, because she used to fly. She used to go crazy on that show. She is a legend in terms of American Ninja Warrior for sure. Good for her. 2 for 1. Renegade is leading this thing. Chris not having a great night in terms of predictions. 0 out of 3. There you go. And now let's get the predictions in for this one. Who is gonna be that's gonna win this match? Is it gonna be Io's team? Is it gonna be Casey's team? I'm thinking, and I actually gonna want to go with Eliester's prediction here. I'm gonna go with Io's team. I understand that Casey has got some momentum too, but there is no stopping Io Shirai. No way. So I'm gonna go with Io's team as well. And Bobby says Casey and Kaden are his pick to win. That's interesting. You know what? As much as I want Casey to win, I don't think it's happening. That is why I'm gonna go with Io. There you go. Cringe, bro. Also, my brother goes with Io. That's awesome. Beautiful stuff. And this question could be for everybody here. It's a very great question posed by Bobby. Which independent wrestler would you like to see on the all-women's pay-per-view of NWA, which is Empower Part 2 this year? Do you have an independent wrestler in mind who you think deserves to shine, deserves to be given a platform, and should be on Empower this year? Let us know. Give us some names. Alley Cat could be another one, I think. Or maybe not. Not the biggest Alley Cat fan, but I think she could be one. Let's see. Again, this comment here from Chris. Tommaso getting beat going up to the main roster. I hope it happens. But once again, I just want to say, I hope they don't turn him into a merchandise selling machine. That is going to be my concern. I hope they don't, powder him and paste him with all this, God of War kind of attire, the outfits. I hope they don't go down the medieval way route, all that stuff. I hope they treat him well, like a wrestler, not a merch selling machine. And Matt says, question of the night: who is your favorite tag team? Who is your best tag team of all time? And this question was actually asked to me earlier when I did the 2K22 live stream as well. Matt, great question. And I must say, one of my teams that I can never get out of my head, I have a lot of love for them. They didn't last too long, but I have a very special place in my heart for them. That's because they were around the same time I really got into wrestling, and that team's name is The Legacy. The Legacy, it's Randy Orton, Ted DiBiase Jr., Cody Rhodes. I mean, what a team that was. They took the WWE by storm. They made Vince McMahon's family's life a living hell. You talk about Shane McMahon, talk about Vince, talk about Stephanie McMahon, Triple H. Nobody was saved from The Legacy. It was an incredible team. Also, we saw, the future stars like Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. being made from that team. So I've got a lot of left for the legacy. I thought it was a great team, very underappreciated, but really, really good. Such a good team. Also coming a second close, I don't know if I can call them a team, but the faction of the Authority. What a faction. What a power faction. Loved it. But this question is to everybody. Your favorite tag teams, let us know. And Matt, you let me know. Who is your favorite tag team? Your best tag team of all time? That's a great question. I picked Casey and Caden. Wow. Okay, I thought a lot of people are going to be picking EO, but most of you guys are going with Casey and Caden. I don't know how to follow indie wrestling. At least don't worry about it, because you know what? We've got a big independent show coming up. I know GCW is coming up, and I'm gonna be trying to introduce you guys to that show. Probably gonna do a watch along for it, and if I do, I'd recommend you guys to tune in and let's watch it together. Probably some of us are gonna fall in love with it, some of us are gonna probably not fall in love with it, but let's try it together. Big independent shows are coming up, and I'm gonna be trying to cover them, including NWA, which is on March 19th and 20th. You don't want to miss out on that one. I'll let you know in the days to come what shows I'm covering, and yeah, we'll go accordingly. And Tony D'Angelo here with a bit of a segment.
WrestleMania weekend is huge. People come from all 50 states and over 60 countries. And they were all going to witness Tony D.
Tony D'Angelo saying WrestleMania weekend is huge. People come from all 50 states and 60 countries. I'll tell you what, they come from more than 60 countries. And I was not even in the States for WrestleMania 35 when I got that phone call from the WWE and they decided to fly me down to the States. I was paid. Everything was paid for. The flight, the hotel, the WrestleMania seats, everything paid for by the WWE. WrestleMania 35 weekend was a dream come true. And what a weekend that was, guys. I mean, it was great. And if you're wondering why did they pay for me, I mean, yes, I'm new on YouTube. I'm starting off here, doing some good stuff here. But it's Instagram where I'm big. Wrestling News on Instagram has over 60,000 subscribers. Really good stuff on there. But of course, YouTube is my thing now. I've got a lot of love for YouTube. And that's why YouTube gets all my love and all my attention. And it's going to stay that way because I've met you guys who make YouTube just so good. Just so entertaining. Thank you so much. And look at that. Mandy Rose looking like $1 million as she looks on the semifinals of the NXT Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Team EO versus Team KC. My money's on Team KC. I know a few of you guys also say Team EO, but a lot of you guys say KC. Look at that. Chris says KC. Dale says Team EO. Crinsbro says Team EO. Look at that. That's awesome. Top 50 favorite wrestlers. That's cool. And Moons, of course. Yes, the Shield has to be one of the favorites for everybody out there. The Shield made such an impact in such a less time. Great stuff. MSK. That's interesting. Okay. A love from MSK right there. Cool. Look at that. Eliaster. I'm glad you actually pitched those names because we cannot overlook that greatness. Love it. AJ, I would like to see Gia Scott and Promise Braxton and Rachel Rose and Viva Van and Kelsey Regan and Miranda Ali's wrestler. Those are great names, Bobby. Perfect names. Love it. Look at that. Wow, look at this match, guys. It's good. Actually, enjoying this a whole lot. So we've got an interesting question here. Matt says, can you explain the Donhausen bit for me, please? I plead ignorance. No, don't worry about that. I'll tell you what. It took a while for me as well to get that gimmick and understand what he was trying to do. But one thing is for sure, Donhausen is very nice, but very, very evil. And what it is, the whole story behind it is that he's got his final form in the inspiration of Captain Howdy, which is basically the sinister flash of white face of a possessed young girl in The Exorcist. So you have to look back at the Exorcist film to understand this gimmick a little bit. So basically what they say is that if if the character of Elvira, had a few screws loose, it was a bit crazy, it would be Danhausen. I know it sounds really crazy, but yeah, it takes a bit to get into the whole gimmick. He himself, I remember I watched an interview of Danhausen where he compared himself to the interviewer Conan O'Brien. He says that Danhausen is basically Conan possessed by a demon. Yeah, like that late night host, Conan O'Brien. He says if he was possessed by a demon, it would be Danhausen. With that kind of laughter, with that kind of pride, that ego, that is Danhausen for you. So basically, to summarize it all up and for it to make sense, I can say he's very, very devilish. He has some kind of he's kind of a demon, but he's also cringy and comical at the same time. So funny yet devilish, if that makes sense, basically. The giveaway winners were contacted. They said they would have their codes in the next 24 hours. I don't think I won because I don't see any messages on Twitter. That's not good, Moons. But you know what? Don't give up. I'm sure you guys are gonna get the game soon. 2K22. I hope you all get it because I'd like to play it for you with you. And speaking of giveaways, we've got a giveaway coming up ourselves at WrestleMania. We're gonna be doing. It's not actually a giveaway, but a contest. We're going to be having a contest with the NXT Predictions title on the line. Not NXT, but Wrestling News Predictions title on the line. Whoever wins the championship at WrestleMania is going to get some exclusive merch from Wrestling News. So, you guys want to get your predictions on point, want to get them all right, because some exclusive Wrestling News merch is going to be up for grabs at WrestleMania. Io Shirai team, Mandy Rose is fire. Absolutely she is. She is the pure definition of NXT. She's awesome for sure. Do you see Wade Barrett going to MLW? I definitely would, but I think the money is right now on NXT. He's getting some proper shine. I think he's enjoying himself, and he's here. So I think he's good over here. He'd be a perfect fit for MLW, but I think he's good here. I mean, NXT is definitely better than MLW. It gets a lot more eyes. It gets a lot more shine. It gets a lot more views, and of course, a lot more money. So I think he's happy here, Chris. Who's AJ? What's happening here? AJ, wait. Oh, okay. You're confused. My name is Wrassingh, so he is it, right? Wrassingh. That's my name. That's my gimmick name. But AJ just happens to be my real name. So yeah, I know it's a bit confusing, but Wrassingh is my gimmick name. AJ is my real name. So those who love me, call me AJ. You guys can call me anything. You guys, it's okay. We're a family here, so it's all right. You see Stone Cold's response to KO on his YouTube video. I did see that. It's got to be interesting. I know Stone Cold's accepted the challenge to be on the KO show. I don't know why are they calling it a challenge, because to be on a show, you have to be invited, not challenged. I mean, when you're challenged to a fight, not an appearance on a show. What they're booking it as is an appearance on the KO show, but they're also calling it a challenge, which is very interesting to me. Are we going to see a very impromptu matchup, something similar to The Rock versus the Wyatt family at WrestleMania? Or are we going to be seeing just a segment, or perhaps a long and elaborate match? Let me know what do you guys think. But for me, what I'm thinking is that we're going to be seeing just a segment. No matchups, just a segment. But let me know what do you think. My favorite tag team was the Mega Powers. Look at that. The throwback there, Chris. That's awesome. I'm actually trying to, going back there, along with Hulk Hogan and stuff. That's awesome, Chris. That's awesome. It's so important to remember the old timers, because they are the people who made wrestling what it is today. The Mega Powers, the Hulk Hogan, the Macho Man Randy Savage, even the lesser known names from the past. They built something, with very less money, with very less TV deals, with very less fans, and a lot of toxicity. They made wrestling. They didn't give up on wrestling, and that is why wrestling is what it is today. Got a lot of respect for them. Look at that. Io is down right now. She's hurt. That was a big DDT right on her head, and she took a bad toll on her body from that. Casey has now been tagged in. Kaden tags her in. Casey, very swift on her toes, very fast. After the DDT, Io Shirai doesn't look the same way. She looks hurt, badly hurt. Casey bringing in the heat. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. Casey's very well in control, going after Io, plants her down face first into the apron. 1, 2, and no. Wow. So face first into the mat of the ring. Io Shirai is down after being hit with a DDT, after being toyed around like that so quickly, after getting her face planted to the mat. Io Shirai, I don't know if she's the same right now. Look at that. Another kick to the face. And Kaden, she tags herself in with some double teamwork. And Io Shirai counters, gets her knee up right in time, rolls for the tag. But no, tag has not been made yet. No tag has been made so far. Io Shirai going for the 619 right there. Going for that 619. Mandy Rose looking on. She's got her eyes in the ring. Io Shirai going for a high risk, a big drop kick off the top turnbuckle onto Kaden. Look at that. 1, 2, and a kick out. And a kick out. What is it going to take for Io to get this lady down? This might not be attention-seeking comment, but when did you all start watching? You know what? I might be the baby here because I didn't start watching wrestling until 2006. I think it was 2006 or 7 when I really got into wrestling. It was actually the match between The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25 that made me fall in love with professional wrestling. I still think, it was I got it on board a bit too late. Should have started earlier, but I promise I started late, but I got in and I did my research. I looked back at the old tapes and I love my wrestling. I know my wrestling, I'll tell you that. But tell me, guys, when did you guys start watching wrestling? That's a good question, Cringe Bro. Nice pick, Chris. There you go. Look at that. I can't remember the matches or when I first saw it. Look at that. Tony D'Angelo wants to be the Dawn of NXT, but the real Dawn is Santos Escobar. 100%. You cannot beat that. When you say Dawn, I know it's Santos. The picture in my head is of Santos. There's only one Dawn. He reminds me of a drug lord. Yeah, I mean, even the name, right? Escobar, the name, when you get that name in, that's a very big and heavy name. So, there's a lot of value to that name. So, definitely, there is no other Don except for Santos Escobar. The Escobar name just proves it. And Santos has a talent to pull it off. They're going for a big move off the top turnbuckle right there. Okay. Wow. Is she... Okay. Io has been tossed out of the ring. She goes falling ringside. Casey, look at... Oh my gosh. What a move. What a double tag team there. Oh, dear Lord. I thought that was going to be it. Did you guys see that? What craziness are we seeing in the ring right now? That was going to be it. Io Shirai gets in there in the nick of time. And the pin, it breaks. Craziness. What? My grandma always had wrestling on when we visited her. She loved... Oh, that's beautiful, Matt. Thanks for sharing that memory of yours. Wow, that's awesome. It's great. It runs in the family. The love for wrestling, it certainly runs in the family. Beautiful stuff. Look at that. Love it. Wow. Planting her face first into the ring mat once again. Casey's in big trouble. Io going for a high-risk maneuver. Beautiful. Picture perfect move right there as you see it. And there you go, guys. We got her right. I don't know if I'm tape delay or what, but I just saw the ending of the match. And Team Io picks up the win. That's right. That was a beautiful Rana out the top rope. I know Rey Mysterio is one guy who did the Ranas the best. I mean, nobody did Ranas better than Rey Mysterio. But I think Io Shirai comes a very second close to Rey. She does a very good job with those Ranas. Very good stuff. And now we know that it's going to be Dakota Kai and Wendy Shu against Io Shirai and Kaylee Ray in the finals of the Dusty Road Tag Team Classic. It's got to be a good show, good match. Looking forward to it. And Mandy Rose still watches on. Look at Mandy Rose. Look at that. And Elias as a 2 out of 2. Dale 1 out of 3. It's a very unpredictable night, and Dale is feeling it. And Jade attacking Mandy Rose. Look at that. Cora Jade attacks Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose has been enjoying the show from the comfort of her own thing, all this night. But Jade finally attacks Mandy. And look who's here. I'm not sure what's going on with this lady, because apparently she got married and then, Dexter disappeared into the thin air. Then her friend Persia has now a boyfriend and she's having fun. I'm not sure what's going on here with these people. I mean, especially Dexter and the wedding. We cannot forget about the wedding, can we? The wedding literally opened NXT 2.0. The wedding kicked off this whole new rebranding of NXT, and now we're totally gonna forget about that? For real? I don't get it. There we go. Cora Jade attacking Mandy. Chris really feeling the unpredictable nature of this show tonight. But really good, really good. The first match I watched was Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon versus Roman Reigns and Undertaker at Extreme Rules. That was one match, brother. And I'm glad that was your first match because it was really good. And The Undertaker is often at times the first match for a lot of people. I mean, he just gets people into wrestling. Big up to Taker. There has been and there never will be another Undertaker.
You're gonna need a training.
With these two women, it's just like, oh dear. Wow. Did you see how they were making out? How she pushed him to the lockers and just started making out with him? That's not very PG. I'm telling you guys, with NXT 2.0, they're testing something new. They're testing something new here. That's right. That is not PG at all. They're testing something new here with this thing. By the way, MSK and Imperium is up next. Imperium have accepted the challenge. The Creed brothers will not be competing tonight because they've been assaulted in the parking lot. So we're going to get Imperium and MSK, and it's going to be for the NXT Tag Team Championship. That match is up next. And that's not very PG. They're definitely trying to test the ratings for NXT, trying to test the waters with this whole TV14 thing, because they're really flirting with it a lot, especially with Nikita Lyons and Tiffany and these two right now. They're definitely testing the waters. There you go. There you go. Live or on TV, cringe bro. There you go. Ziggler, yeah, that's a good question, Alistair. Live or on TV, when was this first match? Was it live or did you watch it on television? Good question there, Alistair. Ziggler to be the new NXT champ. Zach shall be here with a big and bold prediction. Ziggler as a new champion? I think it could happen. I mean, to think about it, guys, let's think about it real quick. If Dolph Ziggler was not to be the NXT champion, they would book it a one-on-one match between Ziggler and Bron Breakker. But they probably added Tommaso Ciampa into the mix only so he could pick up the pinfall and you could eat the pinfall, for Bron Breakker. So his title goes to Dolph Ziggler without him actually getting pinned. Maybe that is the only reason why this match for the championship is a triple threat, so Dolph Ziggler can win the championship without pinning Bron Breakker. I think it makes sense. I think that could be the route that they're going down. And Dolph Ziggler as a champion heading into WrestleMania weekend also brings more eyes to the product. So that could be it, guys. I mean, Dolph Ziggler has a mainstream appeal. And yes, him being champion, it is good for the brand overall. I think that's the direction they're headed to. That's awesome. AJ, can you do a watch-along for the Corey Grace show? Oh my gosh, I thought you were being serious, Chris. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is Chris getting me in for? I can't even watch that show. I just can't. I cannot tune in. I'm good. I thought when Corey Grace said he was it was clear to return, I thought he meant an in-ring return, not a very cringe show YouTube return. But good for him, whatever he's doing, if he's making enough money while spending some time with the person he loves the most. Good for Corey Graves. Good for him. Good for Carmella. AJ, you should interview Rodney Mack. Thank you for all these suggestions. If you guys, Bobby, thank you. You're so kind enough to offer me all these suggestions. They're great. And I'm going to be reaching out to all these people today. I'm going to be getting in touch with them. But guys, if you have any suggestions, if there's a wrestler that you would want to see me interview, have be on the show, let me know and I'll actually make it happen. And to make things interesting, I'm actually coming up with a new format for the Wrassing show, or format that we've never seen before from any other interviewer. I want to make my interviews a lot more interactive. And because you guys are a part of the family, I want the interviews to be a part of the family too. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But I plan on making the Wrassing show very interactive. So all the big guests that we have on here, I want you guys to be able to interact with them. We'll be making it happen. Maybe Rodney Mack comes on or anybody comes on. I want you guys to be able to interact with all of them. We'll see how it goes. But that definitely is in the back of my mind. I'm going to be working on that. There you go. Perfect stuff. Nice. Mine was when Kane was with Terry and X-Pac. Good memories, man. My first live event was a WWE live event in 2013 at the Barclays Center in New York. And the first people to come out that night were The Shield. And when The Shield's music hit, I was in tears and I was crying happy tears. And, I just couldn't believe that I was breathing the same air as The Shield. It was funny, yeah. I mean, I've gone a long way from, being a total fanboy, just crying when I see The Shield, all the way to interviewing the likes of Edge. I've come a long way, and I'll tell you what, I've never had more fun than I am having right now, and I'm having these days calling the action and talking to you guys and doing these live streams and interacting with you guys while I do them. You guys are awesome, and you make wrestling so much more enjoyable for me, and I hope that I entertain you just as much as you guys entertain me. Thank you so much, and a round of applause for all of you because you are awesome. Tiffany here, backstage.
No one says no to me. Next week, I'm going to do more than just break her necklace. I'm going to break her face.
I love Tiffany. The kind of the intonation and her tone. It's so funny because she acts like a teenager. She acts like a total spoiled brat, and the way she pulls it off with her intonation, with her voice, with the expression, it's so cute, but so cringy, but so on point. I mean, she is the perfect fit for such a gimmick. She does it well. And she says, nobody says no to me. I'm going to be here next week. I'm not just going to break her necklace. I'm going to break her face. I mean, cute. That's all I can say. Tiffany is interesting. Look forward to next week. I guess we're going to get a rematch. I'm going to be looking forward to it. And there you go. We are having Imperium versus MSK. This one is going to be for the Tag Team Championship. It's a change because we were supposed to get the Creed Brothers versus Imperium tonight. Instead, we're getting MSK, changing plans. Could we be seeing MSK pick up the win? Would it be Imperium? Let me know what you think. Let me know your predictions, guys. I think Ziggler wins the NXT title. There you go. Surf says it. Yep, for sure. There you go. Surf with the bold statement, bold prediction. Love it. AJ, can you interview Darren Young? Darren Young is actually a good friend, Chris. He's a very good friend. Actually, let's try to interview Darren Young. I'm going to reach out to him. Yes, I'm going to reach out to Darren Young and let's try to interview him. He's a good friend of mine. We already had PJ Black. I've had a few Nexus stars on here. So let's try to get all the Nexus stars. And let's start with Darren Young now. You should interview Liv Morgan and Trey Miguel, part 2. It's been a while. We got any updates on him? Okay, love it. Trey Miguel, let's try doing that one. Liv Morgan, to do a WWE interview, we have to go through the whole process. It's not easy to do a WWE interview. But any other promotion, I'm definitely going to try and get it done. Thank you. It was a blast till the turn on Kane, and I had to sign Terry and Kane. I was mad. I agree. Look at that. Back in the day, things were great, right? Things were great. Look at that. I'm excited for it too. It's supposed to be a good match. The main event should be good. And by the way, tonight, all in all, NXT 2.0 Roadblock has been great. I mean, really interesting. Has me hooked all night long. Very few commercials. And if we had commercials, I had such great company with all of you that I didn't even feel the commercials. So good. All right, guys, everybody, get your predictions in. Wow, Judgment Day. Man, I've got so much love for Judgment Day. That pay-per-view gave me so many good memories. I love it, man. That was your first live event? That is so cool. So cool. My first live pay-per-view was actually SummerSlam. Very good. And what I said? No, your English is not bad. It's on point, brother. You're good. Don't ever call yourself that. You're awesome. Vita Monster and Kelsey Heather are talented wrestlers. They're both great. Both good friends of mine. Really good people. Vita Monster is amazing. Kelsey Heather is just so cool. Such a good lady. Such a good heart. Much love to you, brother. Much love. And speaking of love, there is no love in the ring right now as we see MSK and the Imperium tearing the house down right off the bat. It's been a very good back and forth. MSK, wow. Imperium dominating right now. Yes, the MSK can go. Yes, they're very quick and swift, especially on their toes. But no, Imperium, they're bringing the heat. They bring in the powerhouse. And that is why they're dominating the match early on, definitely in control of this whole damn thing. I don't see this match being very long since we're already in the final 20 minutes of the show. So this match, mostly, it will be only 5 minutes long, and then we'll go to our main event, which is the triple threat. I mean, this match, it cannot be long. It just cannot be long. It has to be a quick one. What else do we have here? Let's see. All right, Eliaster says that it's going to be NXT Tag Team Champions, the Imperium, who is going to be retaining this whole damn thing. Imperium, baby. There you go. I would like to see Kelsey Heather. I would love that too, Bobby. That was one of my picks for Empower 2. I would like to see her, and I think it could happen. Why not? You're fine, Lister. Much love to you, brother. I agree. Wow. If Tiffany replaces Persia, I mean, you talk about Persia not being very PG right now. Imagine what Tiffany would do. But Tiffany's doing so fine right now with her imaginary sugar daddy or whatever she's doing, with her sassy attitude. I'm loving Tiffany, and I cannot wait to see more of her. You know, in my opinion, Breakker is good, but not main event material as of yet. But getting there, for sure, he's getting there, and I think he's got a lot of support from the fans. He's got a lot of love, especially because of his voice. So he definitely will make it big for sure. Give him some time, make it a slow build. He's got to get there for sure. I want a picture of Bailey. Please acknowledge me as your tribal chief. It is National Women's Day. Oh yeah, that's right. Bailey is awesome, and I must say once again, I've said it before, I'll say it again, a very happy International Women's Day to all of you. And if you have a woman in your life that you love and appreciate, make sure to give them a hug and let them know you appreciate them. It's a great day. There you go. Everybody is going with the tag team champions with the Imperium. I myself am going to go with the Imperium too. I don't see MSK picking up the win, especially if the match, oh my gosh, even though they're dominating right now, I'm still going to go with the Imperium. This match cannot be long, and that is why I don't expect Imperium to lose, because if they were to lose, they'd fight a hard-fought battle. But this is going to be a quick battle. It's going to be a very quick match because we've still got the triple threat, which is why I don't see Imperium losing. I don't see them losing tonight. No way. No way in hell. Renegade says it's going to be MSK. Renegade, you're going to get your predictions wrong tonight. It's not going to be MSK. Dolph Ziggler for the win, and Pat his Hall of Fame resume. There you go, Gary. There you go. Renegade, much love to you, brother, by the way. Yeah, I agree. Gary, I mean, his resume definitely is Hall of Fame worthy. And I feel that he could actually pick up the win tonight. I think Dolph Ziggler as NXT champion is going to bring a lot more eyes to the NXT show that's happening during the WrestleMania weekend than Bron Breakker would. He's got a mainstream appeal. He will bring in some attention. He will bring in some fans to the show. I think so. Look at that. Chris also picking MSK. Wow, Chris, you're going to get it wrong, brother. It's got to be Creed, bro. It's got to be Imperium for sure. Much love to you too, Chris. My first pay-per-view was Elimination Chamber. Man, that is crazy. The fact that Elimination Chamber was your first pay-per-view, I mean, you have to fall in love with professional wrestling after witnessing that pay-per-view live over there. It's crazy. And especially with that chamber, the chamber from back in the day, that used to be a very scary-looking structure. Awesome stuff, man. And Lister, that is awesome. I never got to see that chamber live in person, so I'm super jealous, man. Chris says, this might be the best NXT show since New Year's Evil, but still wish we could have Gunther tonight. I agree. Yes, totally. This has been a very good show. I agree. Gunther would have been nice, but it's been a decent show. Look at that. He was going to go for the high-flying move from there. He was going to go for the big dive, but he gets stopped right there. And the Creed brothers are here. Look, I said it. It was going to be a short match. And look, the Creed brothers come out here to cut it short. They come out here to cut it short. There we go. And Surf Wrestling says that Imperium was going to lose. thanks to Sola Sikoa interference. But we've got some interference. You were very close there, Surf, because we've got Creed brothers interfering. They're angry and they take out the Imperium. The match ends in a disqualification, but still your champions are the Imperium. And just like that, we cut backstage. Look at that. Stand and Deliver should have been Breakker versus Gunther, but they haven't booked him right. I agree, Chris. 100%. 3 out of 2. Alistair has a very impressive score tonight. Very cool. I agree. Romit, I agree. The presentation was on point. You know, their guys, the 2K guys are doing good job. Good job so far. Creed Bros, that's right. Solo Sikoa definitely getting a match at Stand and Deliver against Gunther in a steel cage match. Let's go. That's gonna be crazy. Solo is amazing. He's a great talent. I can't wait to see him on the main roster. I wonder how they'll use him. If they'll pair him up with the Usos, or are they gonna have him go solo? It's definitely gonna be interesting. I'm intrigued. Who won? I think MSK. I think that Imperium won via disqualification because they came in and they attacked the Imperium. I believe so. Been to a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. My wife's first pay-per-view live 2018 at Boston TD Garden. That's awesome. I'm jealous because I've never seen a Hell in a Cell match live myself. That is so cool, Alistair. So cool. And Dolph Ziggler is here.
But old DZ is about to screw it all up. Now hit my music, the good one.
Wow. Way to make an entrance. He says Dolph Ziggler is here to screw it all up, to screw up all your plans. Now hit my music, the good one. And with that being said, he's here representing Monday Night Raw. Dolph Ziggler is here not just to hijack the show, not just to show off, but to hijack the NXT Championship. If Dolph Ziggler wins tonight, he's heading into WrestleMania weekend as NXT Champion. Again, he is not a NXT superstar. He's not even representing the damn brand. He's here to represent Monday Night Raw and mostly himself. So for him to win the championship and go into the biggest, the most important weekend in all of professional wrestling, it's going to be crazy and it's going to be embarrassing for every single NXT superstar out there, and especially the guy who calls himself the very best, Bron Breakker. I mean, it's going to be embarrassing. Let's see what happens. AJ, you should interview Booker T students. I am. Okay, Bobby, wrote this down as well. Thank you so much. 2K presentation was great. Let's hope to see Darby Allin in creation mode. I know, Rummet, you've been wanting to see Darby Allin. I'm probably going to make your wish come true very, very soon. And speaking of creation mode, I'm going to be creating myself in WWE 2K very, very soon. That video is going to be up where I'm going to create myself. You're going to see me go through the whole creation process, how it all goes down. I think it's going to be a very fun video. And I'm going to be playing as myself in the My Rise mode. So you'll see me rise to the top in the chain of the WWE. It's going to be interesting. I've got a full coverage of 2K22 coming up. Dahl doesn't feel the same with the beard, in my opinion. I agree, he doesn't feel the same. But again, he's a vet now, right? He's a veteran. He's no longer the young, the up-and-coming talent Dolph Ziggler. He's a veteran, and that is why the beard does just fine. It does just fine. 3 out of 2 says Bobby. My wife says Dolph winning tonight, so I'm going to go with her pick. Look at that. Yes, gotta go with the wife. You know, the wife, the women always know it, right? They just know it. They get the intuition, and they're always right. Alistair, I think that's a smart pick. Your wife says it. I've been saying it all night, so I think it's gonna be Dolph Ziggler. Once again, it's a triple threat match when it didn't need to be. It could have very well been just a one-on-one. It's a triple threat. I think it's a triple threat for a reason, and that reason being is that Dolph Ziggler is gonna pick up the win. Let's see how it goes down tonight. Let's get to see. Sure, I don't have Instagram yet. I will. Look at that. Look at that, Chris. Much love to you, brother. And if you guys have Instagram, make sure to follow Wrasslinews on Instagram, because that is where I am. Find me on Instagram, guys, at Wrasslinews. And Drummond says DMD and Jade Cargill want to see with Becky and Alexa Bliss feud with the creation mode. Look at that, Drummond. Love it. Love it. Love it. Prince says, I don't have a girlfriend or wife. Oh, dear. No problems. No problems. You know what? You've got the bros. You've got me. I'm here. And you've got me. So, And we have Zach Shalaby who says, "Remember, I told you Ziggler will win. Remember." Love it. I agree. I think it's got to be Ziggler as well. For sure, it's got to be Ziggler. Totally think so. Happy wife, happy life. That's true. Got to keep the wife happy, especially on International Women's Day. 100%. I picked Bron Breakker. Everybody get your predictions in right now. I know that Alistair is going to go with Bron Breakker. I know that Zach Shalaby is going to go with Ziggler. I'm sorry. Alistair is going with Ziggler. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Alistair is going with Ziggler. Zach is going with Ziggler. Bobby is going with Bron Breakker. And Chris, who are you going with? Who are you all going with? Let us know. Get your predictions in now. It is the last match, is the final match of the night. And the very interesting part is we only have 13 minutes left on the clock. In 13 minutes, NXT 2.0 is supposed to go off the air. So is this match going to be a very quick one? Because we still have to see the entrances and, all that crazy stuff that happens before the match. So all that has had to happen. Is this going to be a very short 5 to 6 minutes match? Or are we going to go overtime tonight? No way is it going to be a very short match. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Dale says he's got Bron Breakker. Look at that. Isn't it pretty cool how all of us are here like a family? I mean, it's pretty nice. That's what I think so, right? I've never had so much fun doing wrestling coverages, talking about wrestling, or watching these shows as much as I do now with all of you. I say it all the time. It's like a family. It's like a family. All of you here are a family. It's so good to see you. We've built this community here that I'm so proud of. So good to see you all. You guys are just incredible people, incredible people. Thank you for choosing to spend your Tuesday night with all of us. I mean, it's a community here. It's so good. Bron Breakker. I picked Bron. Bron's weight's getting heavy right now. Lots of people supporting Bron Breakker. I don't know. Zach, Alistair, and myself are the only ones right now supporting or thinking it's going to be Dolph Ziggler. So I don't know if I should be changing my side too. But Bron Breakker definitely getting that fan support right now. Oh, Roman says, Babaji, always blessed you. Sing Saab the Great. Always keep a smile on your face. Thank you so much, Roman. Definitely, I hope that, God blesses all of you. You guys do well. And you know what? It's you guys who keep the smile, make it bigger and bigger on my face. With all your support, with all the love that you show me, the smile on my face just keeps getting bigger. Thank you so much for all the love, for all the support. You guys are awesome. A kid is being called up. Yep. By the way, jacket time. What do you think about the jacket time as you see them right now? I'm just glad that they were not competing tonight because I cannot stand them. I cannot. By the way, next week, we're going to get Cameron Grimes versus Santos Escobar. And I hope that it's Santos who picks up the win because that guy needs a championship really bad. He needs a championship. Also, we're getting Indy Hartwell versus Persia. Now, Indy, I don't know about Indy. 1 second. Let me look it up real quick. Yes, I've got a question. So Persia has a boyfriend, and she comes out here with a boyfriend. She's going to be facing her former best friend, Indy Hartwell, over her boyfriend next week. But Indy Hartwell got married to Dexter not too long ago. Now Persia is going to come out with her boyfriend. Why is Indy not coming out with Dexter? Where is Dexter? Are they divorced already? What is going on with all of them? I mean, so many questions. Are we just going to forget the fact that Indy is married? I don't know. So crazy. There we go. Thank you so much, brother. It's going overtime, says true. I agree, because right now we only have 10 minutes on the clock left. Tommaso Ciampa still making his entrance. What a star Tommaso Ciampa is, by the way. It looks like a total star. Yeah, there is no way that this match is going to end in like 9 or 8 minutes. It has to go overtime for sure. You might think this is crazy because of the 2 pay-per-views I've been to, but I've seen 2 SmackDown, 4 Raws, but all-time favorite show was Raw when NWO was on it, and I think it was 2002. That's awesome, Alistair. And I don't think it's crazy at all. I mean, you speak of NWO, and you speak of that being your favorite Raw, it all makes sense, brother. That's awesome. I'm kind of jealous that you got to see NWO live. Wow, that's crazy. That's a bragging rights right there. You can go around telling people you saw NWO live. That's a big one. And look at Bron Breakker coming out, looking like a champion that he is, looking like a star. Yeah, but the look on his face tonight, I don't know if it's just me, but I see some intimidation. I think he is intimidated because you've got not just Tommaso Ciampa, who's a big challenge in himself, but you've also got Dolph Ziggler. You've got three different stages of NXT or WWE. You've got the veteran in Dolph, you've got the NXT veteran in Tommaso, and you've got the very new and fresh face of NXT, that is Bron Breakker. Three different generations, not generation, but three different stages of the WWE brand right now. A Kid looking really handsome, in my opinion. He's got the charms. Look at that. Chris, thank you so much for the suggestion. As I said, I'm gonna be reaching out to a few, and we'll be scheduling some interviews really soon. And I plan on making these interviews very, very interactive. More details are gonna be coming out soon, but I want you guys to be a part of the interviews, all the interviews that we do. And yeah, I'm gonna make it happen right here at Wrasslinews. There you go. Keep with Ziggler. Keep with Ziggler. I'm going to keep it with Ziggler, Zach. I'm going to keep it right there. Bron Breakker. Let's see what you did there, Matt. That's clever. That's clever. AJ, who's your favorite wrestler on the indie scene? You know, I don't know if you consider him indie now that he appears on Impact Wrestling too, but I have to go with Mike Bailey. I mean, if you guys don't know this name, Mike Bailey, you look him up right now. This guy looks like a champion. He looks like a star. Definitely is one of my favorites out there on the independent scene right now. I think no matter which promotion he signs with, ultimately he's gonna be a star. He's gonna be a star. He's got the looks, he's got the personality, the character, the charisma, and the talent to pull it all off. He's good. Mike Bailey is good. And speaking of that, there's also this guy on the indie scene. We saw him on GCW the other day, only 16 years old, and does what he does so well. I can't remember his name, but also I've got a lot of love for him and respect for him because he really is good, especially for his age. Really can hang around the big guys and be very good at wrestling. He's awesome. Dolph Ziggler, by the way, gets out of the ring, leaves Tommaso Ciampa and Bron Breakker to themselves, and as Tommaso was going to go for a roll-up, a quick pinfall, Dolph Ziggler comes in, breaks the pinfall, and is going after Bron Breakker right now with the punches to the back of his head. Dolph Ziggler Irish rips Bron Breakker into the corner. Bron Breakker reverses, Irish rips Dolph Ziggler hard into the turnbuckle. Tommaso Ciampa now in control. Another Irish whip into the ropes. Bron Breakker comes flying, and there he goes flying. Tommaso Ciampa knows Bron Breakker just too well. He dodges, he lets Bron Breakker eat it, and he's gone down hard. A big chop to the chest of Dolph Ziggler. Another big chop to the chest of Bron Breakker. And Tommaso Ciampa now, he knows Bron Breakker just too well. The chemistry that he has with Bron is great. And Bron with a big spine buster to Dolph Ziggler and a clothesline to Tommaso Ciampa. I mean, good match so far. As I'd expected, this triple threat is going to steal the show, and you can already tell that. And Bron Breakker looking to suplex both Ciampa and Dolph Ziggler at the damn same time. Same time. The way he did it was beautiful. Even though Dolph Ziggler couldn't keep his legs up for too long, it was beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Watchers all be shocked and Ciampa ends up winning. That's funny. It's funny nobody's going for Ciampa, right? Nobody predicts Ciampa as the winner. I see, Renegade. Thank you for that. 3 out of 2. Breakker for the win. Sit back, relax, and wait 5 months until Veer comes. That is hilarious. For sure. For sure. Rhode Island 2017. My wife saw her favorite wrestler, Rhino. Rhino's her wife's favorite? That's awesome, man. That's great. Rhino could actually be appearing on the show with us, doing an interview with us very soon. So that is awesome. Dolph Ziggler with the roll-up. 1, 2, and a kick out from Ciampa. Look at that. Tommaso Ciampa with a big elbow to the face of Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler moved. Tommaso Ciampa gets up. What is he looking for now? Well, whatever he's looking for, Dolph Ziggler kicks him away. Back in control. Bron Breakker is out of action right now. He's lying ringside. It is Dolph Ziggler and Ciampa in the ring, killing it. Such a back and forth. I mean, all of these 3 competitors are so swift, always on their toes, always ahead of their own game. They know what move to pull off next. And Ziggler and Ciampa are killing it in the ring right now. And Ciampa, the in-ring presence, he saw Bron Breakker getting up to his feet, and he goes for the big dive right there. diving from the ring to the ringside onto Bron Breakker. Really cool, really good, giving himself a little pat on the back right there, as he deserves. Tommaso Ciampa. Beautiful stuff. AJ, you should interview Catalina Perez. I'm writing all these down, Bobby. Writing all of these down. Where is Robert Roode? Good pick, Gary. I don't know if he's banned from ringside because he's definitely not here tonight. Is he banned from ringside? Is he not supposed to be here? Let's see. I would be too if it was me at that age, but my dream, bet a casket. Look at that. Oh wow. Oh wow. It should be a no DQ since it's a triple threat, for sure. For sure. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. And speaking of that, we go to picture in picture with a quick commercial. Tommaso Ciampa's down, Dolph Ziggler's down, Bron Breakker's down. All three of them lying flat in this very ring as we speak. Again, guys, as I said earlier, and as True basically confirmed earlier, he was very confident when he said it and he was not wrong. It is definitely going overtime. The show's going to go overtime because we just have 3 minutes left on the clock. And looking at these three men, there is no way that they're ending this match in just 3 minutes. I mean, they're all bringing their A game here. They're all looking for a fight. They're all looking to put their bodies on the line for the NXT Championship. Who is it who's going to be taking that NXT gold to the WrestleMania weekend? Is it going to be Bron Breakker, who has basically been carrying NXT's brand on his back ever since its revamp? Is it Tommaso Ciampa, who's been the face or one of the faces of NXT ever since the gold and black days? Or is it going to be Dolph Ziggler, who basically has been is a Hall of Famer, a future Hall of Famer in his own right? He's pretty damn good. He's had some memorable matches too, has a mainstream appeal. So who is it going to be? Ciampa, Ziggler, Braun? The winner of this match is going to carry NXT's pride, NXT's gold to WrestleMania weekend. So it's a big one. Lots of stuff at stake right now. Let's see. Bobby says, AJ, who's your top 15 favorite women's wrestlers? Now, that is a crazy question. Not top 5, not top 10, but top 15. You know what? That's a good question. I am actually going to think about it. Actually, I have to think hard. I'm going to answer that question for sure. Just give me some time to think. All right, so let's start. Let's start with this whole thing. I have to go with Maria Kanellis, my number one. Then I have to go with Tori Wilson. I've got to go with, and you're not just talking about WWE, but all of it, right? Yes, Maria Kanellis, Tori Wilson. You've got, actually, this is a hard question. Michelle McCool has to be in it. This is a hard question. You've got Sasha Banks. You've got Ronda Rousey has to be in there. You've got China, who definitely has to be in there for sure. You've got Trish Stratus, who has to be in there without a doubt. You got Mickie James, who's an inspiration, should definitely be there. Apart from that, where am I right now? Are you guys keeping track? And, oh dear, this is not easy. AJ Lee should be there. I think Caitlyn, I would have made it to my list as well, but she dropped the ball. At one point, Caitlyn was fantastic, but then she dropped the ball. She chose something else over wrestling and didn't work out. Charlotte Flair has to be in there. Becky Lynch has to be in there. You've got, I'm trying to think here. This is a hard question. Can I say Stephanie McMahon? I'm probably going to go with Stephanie McMahon too. Why not? I'll go with Stephanie. I'll go with Natalia, who's a big supporter of wrestling news. Lita, definitely there as well. You've got, who else could be in there? Just trying to think here. Wow, it's a good question. Alundra Blaze to be in there for sure. Alundra Blaze. And the last one, I think I've already done over 15, but the last one that I have to go with has to be Mae Young for sure. Mae Young should be in there too. So there you go. My top women's wrestler. That was a good question. NXT ends at 10-8. Thank you, Dale, for that clarification. There you go. Wow. And Bron Breakker slams Dolph Ziggler hard onto Tommaso Ciampa. Just like we say it, Tommaso Ciampa is being squashed tonight. He's definitely not leaving as champion. At least I don't see it happening. Edge fireworks made me jump at the Elimination Chamber 2010, if that helps. That is crazy. But that's how loud his fireworks actually are. And I love the pyros. I'm so glad that the pyros are back on WWE television because the time that they were gone, it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel the same. So glad that they're back. Oh, good. Beautiful stuff. I love how you guys are just sharing your memories, sharing your passion for pro wrestling in the chats, because that is why I do the watch along, to bring everybody together to talk about the stuff that we love the most, and that is pro wrestling. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Okay, Surf, with the big enough breaking news here, says that it is now being reported that Jeff Hardy has finished his AEW theme song. Super cool. Super cool. So good. Jeff Hardy, of course, is the worst kept secret in the history of professional wrestling. I think CM Punk making his debut was a worst kept secret. But of course, Jeff Hardy, making his AEW debut is even a more worst kept secret, because definitely he's going to AEW. When is it going to happen? That we will have to see. It could happen on the same week as WrestleMania, though, to take the steam off WWE. But let's see when it happens, how it happens, where it happens. Dolph Ziggler is going to go for the roll-up on Tommaso Ciampa. I think this is going to be the way that they end the show. Dolph Ziggler pinning Tommaso Ciampa has to be it. Oh, wow. I thought that was going to be it. I thought Tommaso Ciampa was going to eat the pinfall, but no. He kicks out, proving me wrong, at least so far. But this is how I see it all going down. I see Dolph Ziggler actually pinning Tommaso Ciampa to take home the gold. My pick for this match, my prediction for this match, still remains the same. Dolph Ziggler. I think he's the man who's gonna carry the NXT Championship all the way to WrestleMania week. Let's see. There you go, Zach. I love the picks. Lita, Mickey, Chyna, AJ Lee, Trish. Also, up there, such a legend, such a legend. Thank you for the love. Look at that. Big kick to Breakker. Dolph Ziggler with a big DDT to Breakker. Brings him down. Look at that. I agree. There will be a lot of tension between them, for sure. And a backbreaker from Ciampa to Dolph Ziggler. A pinfall. And no. Dolph Ziggler kicks out. Beautiful. AJ, what is your top 500 favorite promotions? Chris, you want me to be here all night long and talk about my top 500 promotions, don't you? Much love to you, brother. I'm going to move on. That's crazy. Yeah, there is 500 promotions for sure. There are so many promotions out there, small and big, and all these stuff. Lots of promotions for sure. Jordan Grace is someone I recently discovered. She's very good. I agree, Matt. She's very good. I mean, very strong, muscular, a powerhouse. Matt Cardona literally had to use a steel chair to get her down and to take the championship off her. Jordan Grace is, oh my gosh, a big spear from Bron Breakker onto Dolph Ziggler. What the hell is happening here? Look at that, Alistair. Yeah. What is going on here? And Robert Roode is here. I'm probably on tape delay because Cringe Bro said it was Robert like 10 minutes ago. I'm just seeing Robert Roode right now. What the hell? Bron Breakker takes out Robert Roode. He's back in the ring. And Tommaso Ciampa with a big DDT is going to go for the... Is it over? No, Dolph Ziggler in it. Dolph Ziggler shoves Ciampa to the side. Gonna go for the pinfall. Oh my gosh, Dolph Ziggler kicks out. Is the match over? Who won? Wait, who won, guys? Let me know. Because for me, I'm still watching the match. It's still going on for me. Who won? Wait, I see Ciampa and I see Bron Breakker. Ciampa going for a big one. Robert Roode gets Bron Breakker out of the way. A big kick to Ciampa. Going for the cover right now. 1, 2. I called it. I said it. We said it. Surf, I would give you a hug right now. We said it. We called it. It is Ciampa. It is Ziggler. It is Ziggler who picks up the win. He's carrying, and Too Sweet Pistol Pete cannot believe it. Dolph Ziggler is carrying. That's right. What the Sean? Dolph Ziggler has stolen the NXT Championship. He has hijacked not just the show, he has hijacked the damn NXT Championship, and he's carrying that bad boy all the way to WrestleMania week. He's carrying the championship to WrestleMania. Yes, Our prediction was right. We won it. We're the king of predictions. Right now, I would give you all a big hug because I called it fair and square. We called it. Look at that. Serious question, who's your favorite manager? Good question. My favorite manager, I'd probably go with Paul Heyman. I think he's done a good job, Chris, for sure. What about you, brother? But Ziggler is the winner. Zach, we called it. I'll give you a big hug right now, man. We called it. We stuck with our pick. Dolph Ziggler is carrying the championship. There you go. All the way to WrestleMania, brothers. All the way to WrestleMania. And I think this is best for business because Dolph Ziggler has a mainstream appeal. He carries the title to WrestleMania, to a very mainstream show. I mean, people just pay attention and they're gonna tune into to NXT. It makes sense. It's best for business, and most importantly, Aliester's wife called it. It's International Women's Day, and she just couldn't have been wrong. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations to your wife for picking that up right, for having the right prediction. And with that being said, we're closing the show with Dolph Ziggler hijacking NXT. He's not even an NXT superstar, but he's closing the show as the NXT champion. Beautiful stuff. I was about to say Bobby Heenan too, but wow. Yes, I love it, Chris. Love it. Maria is my favorite manager. She's really good. The work that she's done with the boys, so good. And with that being said, guys, Dolph Ziggler is your NXT champion. Look at that. Bobby is writing down his top 15. I love this already. Tiffany on there as the number 12. Tiffany deserves to be there. She's making some moves right now. Tatum Prexley, Ivy Nile, Nikita Lyons. Love it. And there you go. Love this, man. I love these picks. They're all great, Bobby. They're all great. And speaking of that, guys, before we go off, let's give NXT a little quick rating. I think I had a lot of fun. I'm not sure if I just had fun because of NXT, but I think you guys added to the fun. You guys made these watch-alongs and these shows so much better for me. I gotta give a lot of credit for you for making these shows enjoyable for me. And that is why, with that being said, I'm gonna give NXT with its Roadblock show, I'm gonna give it a solid 9 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I think it was a pretty good show. Yes, it was fast-paced. The action was on point. I think that I had a lot of fun here with the predictions. It was unpredictable at times, a bit predictable too, but overall, a fun show. I had a great time. And maybe Dolph Ziggler will bring Sunny to WrestleMania. Sunny? Oh my gosh, no! Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. WWE would never want that. 7.5 out of 10 tonight's rating. There you go. Yes, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be doing a 2K22 stream, a 2K22 video, some news coverage, as well as the watch along for AEW Dynamite tomorrow. I'm here every single day, and I'm going to be seeing you all tomorrow. Kelly was great. Indeed, 8 out of 10 for NXT. I think this is the highest that we've rated NXT so far. So good. Oh my gosh, yeah, that time. There you go. Paul, love it. Alistair, love it. There you go. Bobby gives it a 10 out of 10. He's happy. Tonight's NXT was great. We saw Nikita Lyons. We saw Tiffany. We saw Bron Breakker, Dolph Ziggler. We saw not Dexter, but, Persia. All these people, just everybody got the spotlight. It was a fair share of spotlight. The show was very well balanced. Even the people who didn't compete tonight got a bit of a spotlight, so that was a very welcoming move. Overall, it was a very good show. 9.7 out of 10. Good show tonight, indeed. 9 out of 10. Look at that. 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Love it. Love it. There you go. There you go. Everybody overall is very happy with the show. Are you watching NXT UK on Thursday? I am, Surf. I am. I've only done an NXT UK watch along once. Only once. And not a lot of people watch NXT UK, so I thought, you know what, maybe I'll skip the show. But I'm going to give it another try this Thursday. Let's see who tunes in, how many people actually watch the show. And depending on the numbers or how people feel, maybe we'll drop it. But this Thursday, I'm doing an NXT UK watch along for sure. Thank you so much, guys. Loved it. Oh, Matt, you make me blush. Thank you so much for the love. You guys are all awesome. So good. That's awesome, man. Listen, tomorrow is going to be the day. Yes, the female match was really good. And once again, with that being said, today is all about the females. It's all about the women's. So before you go to bed, wish your female, your women, the favorite, women in your life, the most important women in your life, a very happy International Day before you go to bed, before you go to sleep. Thank you so much once again, guys. Everybody, I have a lot of love for all of you. A very good night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Anthony says, does this mean that Bron Breakker is going to face Ziggler? It does seem like it. It does seem like it. This show is going to be a good one for sure. Thank you so much. You all have a good night. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is going to be an amazing day. How can I watch NXT UK? Google is your friend. Just Google it, and I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find a live stream on there, Blake. Yeah, it should be there. Thank you so much. 9 out of 10. There you go. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the love. I'll see you tomorrow. You all have a good night. And as always, I'll be back tomorrow for the... There you go. There you go. And as always, I'll be back tomorrow for a for a AEW Dynamite Watchalong, for a WWE 2K22 live stream, for a WWE 2K22 video, for some news and more. So, thank you so much. You all have a good night. And as I like to say, every time Wrassingh is on here, it is the Wrassingh Show. And the Wrassingh Show will be back tomorrow. You all take care. Have a good night. Be well. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.